Fox Sports.
We are Fox Sports. We are Arizona.
Surging, sweltering heat. Hey, it's August, and it's Arizona, and a pennant race is on. Seizing the stage, the Diamondbacks drove through the Golden State, rising to each challenge. Tonight marks another important stretch for a team in the thick of the chase. The race is on. Ready, set, go. Back in the desert Southwest following a great run through San Diego, Los Angeles, and San Francisco, the Arizona Diamondbacks return to Chase Field, where they'll open a 10-game homestand beginning tonight with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Hi again, everybody. Along with Mark Grace, I'm Greg Schulte in for Darren Sutton. Diamondbacks Gracie back on July 21st after that night. They were 4 back in the National League West, trailing the Giants. Boy, they made up some ground.
They really have. And in this 15-game stretch against the National League West, through 12 of them, the Diamondbacks are 8-4. And they find themselves just a half a game behind the San Francisco Giants. However, they've gotten themselves into the picture, into the wild card race as well, Greg. So they're really playing terrific baseball.
A lot of fun these days. And the guy who has basically put them on his back said, "Follow me." That's number 10, Justin Upton.
Boy, what a trip to California Justin Upton had. It started in San Diego. He kept it going in Los Angeles with some big hits there, and then another bomb up in San Francisco. In all 3 cities, the Diamondbacks took 2 out of 3 from their Western Division rivals, and now they've turned it into that 2-horse race that we've been talking about.
Well, it's been a dismal season for the Los Angeles Dodgers, to say the least, but not taking into account that, you have to look at what Matt Kemp's done.
Oh, my goodness. This kid's one of the best players you'll see, folks. He is an amazing combination of power and speed. And, oh, by the way, he uses a lot of that power and speed against the Arizona Diamondbacks. He has been killing the Diamondbacks this year. But he's a guy that plays center field. He's a guy that is just a terrific player on a bad team this year.
And the guy tonight who will be charged with trying to contain Matt Kemp and his teammates, that's Josh Clementer. He'll get the start for the Diamondbacks. Roughed up last time by the Dodgers. He'll get another chance tonight. When we come back, Brad Steinke will take a look at the pitching matchups in this series. Diamondbacks and the Dodgers. It's coming up next. card at any Gila River casino, and you could win $2,000 to $20,000 instantly. By Jack in the Box. For a limited time, Jack's Really Big Chicken Sandwich is back for only $3.99 plus tax at participating restaurants. And by Southwest Airlines' new Rapid Rewards, unlimited reward seats, no blackout dates.
It is great to have the Arizona Diamondbacks back at Chase Field, the start of a very important 10-game homestand. Josh Collmenter will get the start tonight. You know, it's an pretty important matchup for the D-backs against the Dodgers as they wrap up 15 straight inside the NL West. Tonight's pitching matchup, as I mentioned, Josh Collmenter against the Dodgers' Chad Billingsley. It was interesting. Kirk Gibson for a while toyed with the idea of maybe skipping Josh, but decided against that, and that gives Joe Saunders and Ian Kennedy an extra day of rest. Josh struggled on Friday against the Dodgers' 5 earned runs. Now tomorrow we know it's lefty Joe Saunders for the D-backs. He won his second straight Sunday against the Dodgers. Now the Dodgers have yet to announce their starter. We're hearing they might dip down to Double-A Chattanooga for the starter. Stay tuned for that. Then on Sunday, a fantastic matchup as both Ian Kennedy and Clayton Kershaw go after their 14th win of the season. Great to have the D-backs, as I mentioned, back home. They're wrapping up a long stretch inside the NL West, a very important 10-game homestand before they worry about the Astros or the Mets. They've got to take care of LA. It's time to beat LA once again. Back with a call in just a bit.
Tonight.
Oh, he tried to do it to Mickey. Mickey, you're too smart for that, aren't you? Don't you let JJ get you, Mickey.
Diamondbacks take the field, and they're ready for some home cooking. After a very successful 9-game trek through the state of California, there's Don Mattingly. His first season hasn't gone as he would have expected. There have been a lot of distractions for that Dodger ball club, to say the least. Let's take a look at the Dodger lineup as put out there by Don Mattingly. D. Gordon, Casey Blake, Andre Ethier, Matt Kemp's their cleanup guy. Juan Rivera getting another start. Miles, Loney, Barajas, another pitcher, Chad Billingsley. Our KFC pitching report on one Josh Collmenter.
Well, Josh, coming off a tough start, his last outing against these same Los Angeles Dodgers. That was in Los Angeles, but he seems to throw the ball a lot better in this ballpark, Greg. And, well, they're going to need him to start off this long homestand.
Indeed they are.
Good to be back home, isn't it?
It's great to be back home. Diamondbacks had a day to rest yesterday. You don't usually get those, especially at home. Usually seems like it's a travel day, but I'm sure everybody took advantage of it. Even some who attempted to play a little golf and then said, I'm not going to do that anymore. First pitch of the night to strike. I won't mention your name, Gracie.
I was going to say, for those at home, he's giving me the business. It was just too doggone hot.
Would you play 10?
I got through 10.
There's a ground ball pulled foul by D. Gordon. Well, we know D's got a happy daddy. Tom Gordon, Flash Gordon, former Diamondback. Now watching his son play big league baseball.
You have to try to keep D. Gordon off the paths because he is a burner.
Helps him, too, that he hits from the left side, which gives him a step up. There's a fly ball to center. That's what you want. Young's got it, one down. The Lexus D-backs defense for you tonight. And that trio has been out there most of the year. Left, center, and right. Parra, Young, and Upton. Roberts back at third. Bloomquist at short. Johnson. There's a newcomer, Paul Goldschmidt, making his Diamondback debut here at Chase. And the battery, Coleman and Montero. Goldie.
The way we like to say it, Goldschmidt.
He's had a nice start to his career.
Doesn't seem overwhelmed at all, does he?
And he's made a couple of really nice defensive plays down the first. 0-1 the count on Casey Blake. Boy, you talk about a guy missing some time this year. Blake's played in 48. He's missed 54. And the count from Coleman is a ball and a strike. Dodgers come in here. They're 10 below 500, 11 back in the West. And these two got to be sick of playing each other. This is 9 times now in the last 2 weeks.
And sometimes when you see too much of a team, it can lead to tempers flaring. It hasn't gotten to that point. It's been a very respectful, hard-played series between the Dodgers and Diamondbacks, and you hope that continues these last 3 games here.
Coleman ahead quickly on Blake 1 and 2, and a bouncer back up the middle in his center field for a base hit. 1-2 pitch sent back up the middle. Dodgers get the first base runner, and now they're 2 big guns, Ethier and then Kemp. Josh really not a big double play guy. He's gotten 3 this year. Now Ethier, the last trip in here, he went 0 for 12 at Chase Field, but he went 9 for 16 against the Diamondbacks in the series in L.A.,
including a 4-hit game on that final day. That was a Sunday.
And Josh will miss inside. Brian O'Nora is our home plate umpire tonight.
Brian O'Nora been around a long time now. He was an umpire in the same single-A league that I was in. In the Midwest League, Brian O'Nora and I were both trying to make it to the majors.
Well, you were at Peoria, right?
Back in 1986, yeah.
Well, you both got there. He hung on a little longer.
Yes,
maybe it took him longer to get up, though, too. There's a foul by Ethier. And a ball and a strike. Well, Josh, last time on we see where the cup ended up. The ball boy retrieving the baseball.
Ah, JJ. JJ is a mischievous one. He got Charlie.
Yeah.
He's loving his work, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Well, it's hard not to have fun coming and getting to the ballpark early when you win, as the Diamondbacks have done this year. 1-1 on Ethier. Go back to first. Blake back in. Montero was doing a lot of that early in the season, but a lot of that was resulting in some missed throws, too, and he's not been throwing as often to the bases.
He likes to throw. And you're right, he piled up the errors early in the season, especially when he tried to throw to second base.
Throwing behind the runner, trying to get back.
Ball would wind up out in the outfield, and all heck would break loose.
Ethier went around. That's a strike, and it's 2-2.
That's that beautiful Cole Minter changeup right there. Ethier knows about it, but he couldn't lay off of it. I say throw him another one.
Yeah, that one worked. Why not? Ethier's hit 10 homers, driven in 48 this year. Early on in the season, he had a 30-game hit streak. And a shot to center. That's going to sink in front of Young. Here come the Dodgers. 2 on. And their best hitter and one of the best hitters in the game come to the plate right off the bat in the first inning. Matt Kemp.
Didn't listen to us, did he? He went with the fastball, and it went right down the middle, and Andre Ethier just spanked it into center field. That's a couple of times now in this inning alone that Coleman's gotten ahead of the hitter. He got ahead of Blake 1 and 2, grooved a fastball for him, a base hit. Then he had 2 strikes on Ethier as well, grooved a fastball, base hit.
Now Kemp in his last start against Coleman struck out in his first at bat with a runner at second, but the next time up with 2 on and 1 out, He belted a 3-run homer. In fact, he drove in 5 in that game. He drove in all 5 against Coleman, who worked 3 2/3 innings. Now Josh in early inning trouble here. Kemp's got some great numbers right across that board. And a fly ball. They're going to get him here, I believe. Maybe. Young at the wall, and he caught it. And now the runners have to go back. Chris Young with a heck of a catch right at the pool area. That ball just kept going and going and going. And CY was almost out of room.
You said it with confidence that they're going to get him here. Well, you were right, Greg Schulte, but only because a great play, running with his back to home plate and making a catch right in front of the pool area. A huge out and a saving of at least a couple of runs catch there.
Wow.
By Chris Young. Man, what a play. Huge play.
He ran a long way for that ball. Upton was also over there, but Young was the only one who had a chance. Now with 2 out and 2 on, here's Rivera. Well, as you might guess, the roof is closed. It's 106 outdoors, 81 indoors. We haven't had the roof open since June 17th. Probably going to be a while.
It's going to be a while till we see it again open.
Yeah. And a ball inside from Coleman. Coleman's numbers at home here have been pretty good. 5-2 with a 2.09 ERA. And he's had a lot of success in the first inning. But he's in a jam here. You can see he's perspiring. It's still warm inside. He's been loosening up for a while. Ball into the dirt, knocked down by Montero, and it's 2-0. It's funny how this series has gone. The Dodgers have won the first game, season series. Then the Diamondbacks come back and won the last 2 in each one. See Coleman's home and road numbers.
Everybody says this is more of a hitter's ballpark, but don't tell Josh Coleman that. He's throwing the ball beautifully here at home.
Rivera joined the Dodgers right after the All-Star break and debuted right here in this ballpark. Swing and a miss.
Threw a fastball right by him on the outer part of the plate there.
And it's 2-1. When you ask the umpire, I'm sure Rivera was there. Was it a strike? Does he usually give you an answer?
Usually he gives these guys tell you what you want to hear. They'll usually tell you yes, unless it's blatant.
Yeah.
Where you shouldn't be asking anyway. It was so far out of the zone. You know what I mean?
I mean, the smart answer would be, well, you swung at it, obviously.
But they'll usually tell you, yeah, that was a good pitch.
2-1 is high, 3-1 now. Aaron Miles is on deck, the switch-hitting infielder.
And it's not out of line at all for a hitter to ask that. A lot of times they'll say, would you, if you foul it off, would you have called that a strike? That's not out of line to ask, because you need to know.
Most umpires are pretty good at answering that kind of question.
Yeah, just how far that strike zone will go. Or if they call something that you think is a little outside and they call it a strike, you might say, hey, is that as far as you're going to go tonight?
Well, hitters count here on 3-1, and it's ball 4, and they're loaded in the first inning for Miles. It was a pesky little hitter. Single, and walk have loaded him up against Coleman.
Second baseman, number 6, Ed Myers.
Miles on the year. 296 hitter, 1 home run, 27 driven in. He chokes up on the bat, fraction.
He's been a little bit of everything in this Dodger lineup. He's led off, he's hit second, he even hit fifth. Behind Matt Kemp. That's how much it's been a struggle scoring runs for these Dodgers this year.
And Coleman starts him with strike 1.
Beautiful change up for the called strike there. Miles certainly looking for a fastball with the bases loaded. Instead, he pulled the string on him.
Dodgers trying to get a first inning lead here. Runner at third is Blake. Ethiers at second. Rivera at first. 2 men down. And a fly ball, shallow left. On comes Parr. Dives! And he got it! and saved a couple right there with a great catch in left field. So Parra and Chris Young, dazzling catches in the first inning to help out Josh Coleman.
Saving Coleman's bacon a couple of times in the first inning with a dive and a basket catch.
Arm, but he's made some great catches, and this was one of them right here.
Oh, no question. Not only a great catch, Greg, but a huge catch, saving at least 2 runs. And if that gets by, I would imagine 3 runs are going to score. But he ends up making a beautiful catch, and what could have easily been a game-saving catch even in the first inning.
So Josh Coleman gets off the hook. He leaves 3 Dodgers on the bases. And now the Diamondbacks look at Chad Billingsley. Willie Bloomquist first to do so, and he takes ball 1. Let's take a look at Billingsley's numbers. 9-9.
With this guy's talent, I'm just surprised that he just hasn't been better.
I think the Dodgers are too. There's a strike to Willie. Remember the one-hitter he threw against the Diamondbacks on a Saturday and lost.
He lost, and then his last outing against the Diamondbacks, he had everything in pretty much full command, and then he just came unraveled.
1 inning. Get him in. Willie swings and misses. Bloomquist comes in here 1 homer shy of his career high, but he's only 5 for his last 27 at the plate. Season mark at 273. And he's run the count even at 2-2. The Diamondbacks on that last road trip in 9 games averaged 5 walks per game. They received 45 base on balls.
That's exactly what Don Baylor and Kirk Gibson were telling these guys to do. You're facing great pitchers.
There's a liner to right center. That's a gapper. Watch him go. Ethier goes to track it down. He'll get it back in, and Bloomquist with a leadoff double.
Andre Ethier nearly playing Willie Bloomquist on the right field line. And Willie likes to go to right field, but this time, because of that overshift the opposite way, that ball finds the gap, and by the time Andre Ethier runs it down right center, Willie Bloomquist, being the igniter he's been ever since the loss of Stephen Drew, starts another ball game off with a base hit.
That's his 8th double of the year. Now the batter is Kelly Johnson. Kelly shows bunt and bunts it foul. Kelly's only 3 for his last 29 at the plate.
That wouldn't bother me at all to see Kelly Johnson go ahead and try and drive one in the gap right here.
Well, maybe they gave him 1 chance to bunt. Now we'll see if they turn him loose.
Give him, or at least just go ahead and try and pull the ball on the ground somewhere, drive him in with a base hit.
Kelly's average only .215, but 42 extra base hits. And the ball into the dirt, blocked by Barajas. Your former teammate on the 2001 World Champions. Still a pretty good catcher.
Only 2 guys from that championship team still active, Greg Schulte. I know you know both of them, but I'll tell the folks at home it's that man, Rod Barajas, and Craig Counsell,
who's struggling right now.
Yeah, he's got a little bad streak going right now, doesn't he?
He was 0 for 45. Major League record was 0 for 46. There's a pop foul back and out of play, 1 and 2. And that record, 0 for 46, was way back in 1909.
That's a lot of futility, unfortunately. Let's try to figure out how many of those Yankees are still active. Jeter's still active. Mariano Rivera's still active.
Pettit's gone now. Bouncer back to the mound. Nice play by Billingsley. And he throws to first. Billingsley helped himself out there. That ball gets by him. Bloomquist is at third. Instead, he made the play. 1 out.
Jorge Posada still around.
Well, Justin Upton, he had a pretty good road trip, didn't he? He comes to the play right now.
Well, I would imagine with Chris Young struggling the way he's been struggling, Justin Upton is not going to continue to get pitched to. And we'll see just how much he gets to hit here with a base open and Chad Billingsley on the, because he hurt Chad Billingsley back in Los Angeles.
Justin, last 15 games has hit .414. He takes a strike call. On the road trip, he went 10 for 35, scored 8, had 5 homers, 10 runs batted in, 4 walks. And just a tick under 300 on the year. He blew by the 50s in RBIs. He was at 45. Next thing you know, he's at about 62. And that one's just a bit off the plate.
I guess.
So I hesitated.
Looked like a strike, didn't it? Hey, when you're going good, those are balls.
Here's a swing and a foul. Well, Upton and Kemp have both been outstanding. Yeah, 9 home runs, 33 RBIs between them, 42 hits. That's a pretty potent duo right there. One's in right, one's in center, opposite teams. And that's high. 2-2 the count. Gracie mentioned Billingsley had that one bad inning in Los Angeles, and that was the 6th inning. He was breezing. He had a 4-1 lead, and the Diamondbacks ended up getting 5 in that inning. And walks really caused him problems. Swing and a miss. He gets Upton on strikes, and that's 2 down in the inning. Southwest D-backs lineup. We've gone through the first 3. Young's a cleanup hitter, followed by Montero, Roberts, Goldschmidt, Parr, and Coleman. Well, here's a guy the Diamondbacks really hope gets going, Chris Young, on this homestand. Chris has not hit a home run since July 2nd. That's 91 at-bats ago. That was in Oakland. And he has gone in 18 games since the break, 10 for 62. And you know how he goes. He gets into those hot streaks and those home run streaks. He'll take a strike on the inside corner.
He loves to hit in this ballpark. Does big damage in this ballpark.
He's had 62 homers here since 2006, the most by any player over that stretch. Looking for a 2-out knock here to get Bloomquist home from second. He doubled to start the inning. And another strike, and it's 0-2 from Billingsley. I'm sure Billingsley, after he walked 4 last time out, came with the thought of this one. Got to get ahead of hitters and got to put them away.
Yeah, it looked like back-to-back fastballs had Chris Young maybe looking off speed in those situations. Those were right there to hit, and he was frozen by them. Good 0-2 pitch there, just missed.
Josh Coleman are low to the base in the first inning. Got 2 great catches, one by Young in center off the bat of Kemp, and a diving, charging catch by Parr in left with 2 men out. to keep the Dodgers off the board. Fly ball on the infield. Called for by D. Gordon, the shortstop. Back into the outfield a little bit. And that's it. So the leadoff double goes to waste after 1-0 score here in Phoenix.
Sent out a couple tweets today. It's our Geico quotes of the game. The first one: if I'm in charge of MLB tweets, I can do trades, right? Cardinals, I'll give you 2 cameras and a teleprompter for Albert Pujols. Not sure if the Cards would go for that. And then another one: legal disclaimer: if you're hit by a foul ball while reading my tweets, I am both not responsible and I'm entitled to half the ball. So if you guys are into Twitter, Stephen Colbert is having some fun over the next 24 hours.
Got to have fun, right?
Yes.
I just don't know how to tweet.
Haven't tweeted. 1-1. Thanks, Brad. 1 ball, 1 strike. So it's going through the rest of the evening, I take it?
I guess so. Brad?
Brad's tweeting right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We got D-backs booth and at Brad Steinke, at Todd Walsh, and
there you go.
Jody.
Bloomquist takes charge in the outfield, and he handles James Loney. 1 out for the Dodgers here in the second. And we'll bring up Barajas. Rod and wife Stacy and their large family.
Very large family. Bunch of wonderful kids for 2 very wonderful people, Rod and Stacy Barajas.
6 kids. Andrew, Bryce, Analilia, Rod Jr., Jace, and Aubrielle. Rod is with the Diamondbacks. 1996 minor leagues, and then with them through 2003. Still playing. LA's his home, and he drives one here. It's going back, and it's got right in front of the wall out there.
Well, it looked like off the bat, Rob Barajas might have gotten enough of that one to get it out of here. But it looked like the ball just kind of died. Maybe he got it off.
I was laying out on that one.
Yeah, labeled too. They're going to get him here.
So 2 outs.
Yeah, and then somebody said, "Did you hit that well?" And you could see his answer was no. So he knew. The hitter knows.
Yeah.
The hitter knows.
Here's Billingsley. Who's got a home run this year.
Pretty good hitter.
Miss. Yeah, he always gets healthy cuts up there. Thick legs. Big, powerful legs.
That's what you love when you're a drop and drive pitcher like he is. Gotten a couple fastballs blown right by him here in his at bat. Big legs or not.
Clementer struggled in the first. A couple of hits, a walk, loaded him up. A couple of great catches in the outfield, Young and Parra. And this ends up being a 9-pitch inning as he gets the side very quickly. 1-2-3 with a K. Diamondbacks bat bottom of the second. Montero will hit it off. No score.
Scoreless here in the second inning, and celebrate back to school with free tickets for the kids. Next week at Chase Field during the D-backs Astros series, kids get in free. I mean, all the kids, Monday through Thursday. Just purchase one adult ticket, and kids get a free ticket in the same section. To get this offer, stop by Chase Field box office or call 602-514-8400. So if one of you adults out there has, well, like Rod Barajas, six kids coming by one ticket, all 6 of those kids get in free.
That's right. I think there's been some misconception on that. You know, you think you buy one ticket for an adult, you get one kid in. No. You've got 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 14.
Or your kids' friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to be that aggressive of a family.
4-1 the count here on Montero's second inning, no score. And Miggy hits one, center field. Kemp's got to come in, still there. Now he's got to come out. Well, the guy coming to the play right now had a heck of a road trip, especially against the Dodgers. Ryan Roberts. 10 for 26, 7 runs, 5 RBIs, a pair of homers, and Mark Grace 8 walks on that road trip.
Yeah, he was an igniter. Played third base, second base. Got a lot of big hits as well, big leadoff hits to start innings, and also some big RBIs as well.
He'll take a strike here. Ryan has walked 46 times this year. Let's see what he did against Billingsley. He had a single, flied out, and walked and scored a run. He was in that game. That was a week ago tomorrow night. Very quickly 0-2 the count on Roberts. Popped up. Shallow center. Back goes Miles, and that ball is going to be dropped. And Roberts will reach, and it will be a hit. Miles got closest to it. Boy, you're going good. You're going good.
Yeah, just hit it in the perfect spot. Did Ryan Roberts. Miles goes back. He got turned around and then whiffed it. That's a very difficult play for a second baseman or a middle infielder. It's just, you are running full speed back there. You know Matt Kemp's coming with every ounce of his energy. And it's just a tough play, and Ryan Roberts just continues to stay hot.
Well, here's the debut at home. Chase Field of one Paul Goldschmidt, who debuted pretty well against San Francisco at AT&T Park. He'll look at one down low, ball one. Well, he's got his first hit. He's gotten his first home run, his first run, first RBIs, his first stolen base.
All in one series against some great pitching up there in San Francisco.
And as you were pointing out, he made a couple of really nice defensive plays.
I agree.
Fly ball right field off the end of the bat. He threw it out. That's 2 away. Let's take a look at this Dodger defense. Rivera's on the left, Kemp in center, Ethier in right. Third to first around the infield. Blake Gordon, Miles, and Loney. And the battery of Ross catching and Billingsley pitching. D. Gordon. Looks a little taller than his daddy, Tom.
I'll tell you what. He doesn't look like a biscuit over 130 pounds.
Here's Parr, who had 2 home runs against the Dodgers at Dodgers Stadium. In the same game. Takes one low, ball one. That was in the ball game last Sunday. He had one off Ruby De La Rosa, got the other one against a tough lefty in Hong-Chi Kuo. He's had a pretty good year.
I think he's had a lot better year than people expected. He's played a lot more.
He's learned how to pull the ball consistently.
Yeah. And he's hanging right around 290, 300. Still plenty of time left in the season to do more damage.
That's a strike on the outside corner, says Brian Onora. Well, 2 more games with the Dodgers here this weekend. 5:10 tomorrow night. Hope to see you out here. And then 1:10 on Sunday afternoon. Then Houston in for 4. We're having a little quiz in the booth here. Name 7 Houston Astros before the ball game.
I know I couldn't.
and then the Mets are in next weekend. Outside. 2-1 the count. I'm sure we'll hear that a few times tonight.
Sounds like a good idea.
Parr sitting on a 2-1 count here. Roberts singled with 1 out. He's held on over there by Loney. Ryan's got 14 steals on the year. Two now. You're wondering about the Giants. They're playing the Phillies. It's getting ready to start. That was a pretty good pitch right there.
That was a perfect pitch to the outside corner.
Ronaldo's got some room out in right center. Roberts runs well. Down the left field line, but fouling out of play. Well, here we are, August 5th. Diamondbacks 11 games over 500. They've won 61 games. In 2010, the Diamondbacks won their 62nd game and their 153rd game played. Think about that for a moment. This is number 112 tonight. They won number 62 last year in game number 153. It's quite a turnaround. Right now, there's an 18-game differential. A year ago at this time, Gracie, the Diamondbacks had 40. They were 43-68.
It's been amazing the turnaround, the job that Kirk Gibson and his staff, Kevin Towers, has done, changing the culture of this organization. Losing is no longer accepted like it was.
Now this team takes the field. They expect to win. Paul Moore Road. Outside now. And Parr's got a full count. That means Roberts will run. And they've done just an absolutely tremendous job on the road. They have gone 27-14 in their last 41 road games. When you're winning like that on the road, you're having a good year.
You're having a fabulous year. You got that right.
Maloney will drop back behind Roberts at first. And the 3-2 to Parra. Line drive to left. Right at Rivera's got it. He almost came in a little too far. No runs a hit, no hand left, and after 2 here, no score. The roof closed, panels closed. We're nice and comfy though inside.
We're bottled up nicely in here, aren't we?
Some of the fans on hand here. Numbers are identical. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for both clubs. 3rd inning. Top of the order for the Dodgers. Gordon, Blake, and Ethier against Josh Coleman. Josh had problems in the 1st inning. Back-to-back 1-out hits by Blake and Ethier. But Young made a running catch in front of the pool in center field, right center. And then after a walk to Rivera, Miles, a sinking liner to the left that Parra was able to come in and dive and make a grab and prevent any runs from scoring. D. Gordon will lead it off here in the 3rd for the Dodgers. And he shows bunt. He bunts it up the 3rd baseline. They're going to have to let it roll. And it's going to stay fair. A heck of a bunt by D. Gordon.
Just an absolute clinic on how to bunt down the 3rd baseline. Use all your weapons when you have speed like that. And Roberts waits as long as he possibly can, but it just stays right there. Beautifully done by D. Gordon.
And a speed guy on base. You're figuring he's running. Coleman has allowed 2 stolen bases with 4 caught stealing. Casey Blake, the batter. He singled to center on a 1-2 pitch, first time up. Gordon will draw a throw and get back in. Gordon is 10 for 13 in stolen base attempts. Diamondbacks pitchers have done a pretty good job this season of containing runners. And that's by altering their delivery to the plate, the time they take the throw to ball to the plate.
Well, they need to help out Miguel Montero as much as they can. Miguel Montero is more of an offensive catcher. His throwing numbers have been below average this year.
$14 of 48. Yeah. That's a strike call. Ethier on deck. For the Dodgers, that was their 3rd hit of the night. thing we've noticed about Josh, when runners get on, he really slows things up. They pitch out this time.
He does that. You're right.
1-1. Gibby said he kind of chilled yesterday. Didn't do a whole lot.
Talked to him about that, and I think he deserved it.
Yeah. No doubt about that. Well, you know, as a player, it's good to just step away for a day. Such a long season. There goes Gordon. Pitches outside. Montero throws. Good! Save. He got in. Just did get through.
Well, that's about as good as you can do it right there by Miguel Montero. He got a changeup. And he threw a beautiful throw, but it was just beaten by the great speed of D. Gordon. Not a great jump. I think he got there.
A 2-1 countdown. Blake, he tries to give the Dodgers a third inning lead here with nobody out. And you just can't forget about Gordon at second base. There's a foul out of play as Blake tries to go to right field. The great base stealers like Wells, Henderson, and Brock, they'll tell you stealing third was easier than stealing second.
And then the plow horses like myself would have said, no way.
Coleman has struck out one. He could use one right here, that's for sure. Nobody out and a runner at second. Go ahead run in this game. And that is blowing inside. Full countdown, 3-2.
Josh tried to nip that inside corner, and he was disappointed he didn't get that call. It looked like it may have just been an inch or so inside.
15th start for Cole Mentor here in 2011 for the D-backs. Foul back by Blake as he wastes one.
Threw him a very good change up there. Blake did a good job just scraping that one foul and living to see another pitch.
The 3-2 coming up here from right-hander Josh Coleman. Line drive right field. That's a hit. Upton charges. Gordon's going to be held up at third. The ball now booted by Upton. The run will score. So that will be a hit and an error. Gordon was held up at third by Tim Wallach, the Dodgers third base coach, but then when Upton bobbled it, Gordon was able to step up and score easily.
That's what the speed of Gordon does. It speeds up Justin Upton. He knows he's got to get in quickly, so he takes his eye off the baseball, thinking about the throw ahead of time. He kicks it, and Gordon will score easily after that. Josh Coleman just threw a fastball right down Broadway there. And Casey Blake hit it hard into right field.
So Blake's 2 for 2, no RBI there, but a run into the Dodgers lead 1-0. And now you get Ethier and then Kemp. Ethier had a hit to center his first time up. And that one gets through Montero to the bank stop and Blake to second. Now this not going well this inning, is it?
So far, a very sloppy inning here. First the error by Upton out and right. Now, I don't know if we're going to get a wild pitch or a pass ball there. That's probably one that Miguel Montero will tell you, I got to catch that ball 49 times out of 50.
They put pass ball up on the board. Now RBI opportunity for Ethier. And Andres driven in 48 on the year. Still nobody out here. And a run in for the Dodgers in the third. And 2-0 now on Ethier. 3-0 on Ethier.
All of a sudden, Josh Coleman are having trouble finding the strike zone. Being a little too fine right now instead of just going right after these guys.
That's pitching coach Charles Nagy on the left. Alan Trammell, the bench coach, in the middle with Kirk Gibson on the right. Ethier's swinging on 3-0 and it's at foul. 3-1. Liner to left. Parr won't get that. Going to get by him to the wall. In comes Blake. Ethier will change places with him. And he'll be at second with an RBI double, and it's 2-0 Dodgers.
Well, Coleman, another plated fastball and another hard line drive off a Dodger bat. He's going to have to stay out of the middle of the plate, bell tie. Because right now the Dodgers are just feasting on every one of those fastballs for strikes.
3 hits to start the inning. A perfectly dropped bunt down the third baseline by D. Gordon, who swipes second. Blake got him home. Well, Blake singled to right. Upton, in charging the ball, dropped it on the hop, and that allowed Gordon to score. And then Blake took second on a pass ball, and then a double by Ethier. Kemp now pops this one up, foul down the right field line, and that will be out of the reach of everybody. Kemp 5 for his last 10 with runners in scoring position, and he runs batted in. Well, now you do damage control of your Coleman. They've gotten 2, trying to limit it to that
That's
somehow,
exactly
some
right.
way.
You've got to find somehow, some way to keep this at just 2 runs, keep your ball club in this thing, and continue to put zeros on the board.
The Diamondbacks proved last week that they could get to Billingsley. It took them a while, but they did just that. Kemp, a fly ball to right. Long run back for Upton. In the corner out there, and that ball is just foul. Home run distance into the bullpen. Well, the ball really travels off his bat. Doesn't matter what field he hits it to.
Continues to carry and carry and carry. We saw that in the first inning, when what we thought was just a routine fly ball went about 410 feet before Chris Young snared it. And that ball there looked like he kind of got under that one as well, but it carried, as you said, home run distance, but about 5 feet foul.
Coleman's ahead of him 0-2. Now, Kemp has struck out 100 times this year, so you can get him. And Coleman will miss high and away. 1-2. Kemp has been the one constant for the Dodgers, maybe the only constant for him all year. He and Kershaw. Kershaw on the mound, Kemp at the plate.
He's been fabulous, hasn't he? Clayton Kershaw.
Diamondbacks will look at him on Sunday.
They'll get a heaping helping of Clayton Kershaw as that one's flipped into right field. That's going to be. Did he catch it? No, he did not.
Late call at first base by the umpire, Alfonso Marquez. And that's a hit. First and third of the Dodgers. That was a very late call out there.
I think it ended up getting stuck underneath Justin, and Marquez just couldn't tell. Let's see. The great effort. Yeah, he never had it.
Yep.
Never had it.
So still nobody out, and 4 consecutive hits to start this inning. Now Juan Rivera at the plate.
It may not be long before a bullpen phone rings.
Dodgers have 6 hits and 2+ innings off Coleman. They have struck for 2 runs already, and now a chance for a big inning. Rivera walked his first at bat. He's hitting a 1-double play, more of a fly ball type hitter. And Josh could really use a double play, even if it cost him a run right here. Swing and a miss, strike one. He's got that uppercut swing. Rivera, the former Angel, who started this year with Toronto and then dealt to the Dodgers. He debuted here for the Dodgers against the Diamondbacks at Chase Field. And the first pitch he saw, he had home run into the left field bleachers.
It's a nice way to introduce yourself, isn't it?
Yeah. Dodgers have Ethier at third and Kemp at first. Kemp loves to run. He takes off. Liner to left. That's a hit. Kemp's going to go on to third. Challenging Parr. No, Parr gets it back into second wisely. And that's 5 straight hits here off Coleman in the third inning. And a 3-0 Dodger lead. And they're just going first to third right now.
And they're tattooing Josh Coleman as we speak. And still nobody up in the Diamondback bullpen. Now Glenn Sherlock going to answer the phone. And we're going to find out who it's going to be out there as Charlie Nagy's going to pay a visit to Josh Coleman, who's, unfortunate for him, having another rough outing against these Los Angeles Dodgers on back-to-back outings.
His first outing against the Dodgers was outstanding. It was back on May 14th. 6 innings at Dodgers Stadium. 2 hits, no runs. That's a game where the Diamondbacks beat Billingsley and the Dodgers 1-0 on 1 hit. But boy, the last 2 have really been a struggle for him. Mike Owens gets up, starts to loosen in the pen. So 3 Dodger runs, and again, they've really got a chance to break this one wide open. Nobody out yet. Runners at first and third. Now Aaron Miles the batter. Miles was robbed of a hit on a diving catch by Parr in left. 2 on the first inning with the bases loaded. Remember, a bunt single started this mess. Strike one. Miles has hit 286 against right-handed pitching. Has hit much better against left-handers from the right side of the plate. High fly ball, deep right field. Back goes Upton at the warning track, and he makes the catch on a leap. Kemp can walk home. Sacrifice fly for Miles, who just missed the 3-run homer. But he adds a run to make it 4-0 Los Angeles. Oh, he didn't miss by much there.
Yeah, Upton had to go a long ways, all the way to the base of the wall to flag a sacrifice fly. I guess that's as good out as you can get right there. Yeah, the run scores, but the double play is still in order as Rivera had to get back to first base.
Well, that was the 6th man of the inning, and that's the first out recorded. And now Loney, who popped to short his first time up. And Josh will miss inside with the fastball, ball 1. Owens is loosening the pen. He's getting ready in a hurry. Coleman hasn't even batted in this game yet. He's due to lead off for the Diamondbacks in their half of the third.
That's been a struggle for Josh. You know, the 4 runs in this inning, obviously getting hit hard.
There goes the runner, and a ground ball, perfectly executed base hit. On to third goes Rivera. First and third again for the Dodgers. 6 hits in the inning.
And remember, if not for 2 tremendous catches in the first inning, that saved a couple or 3 runs in the first as well. So it's a night to forget so far for Josh Coleman.
Rod Barajas, Kirk Gibson is walking down the steps. Remember, we've already had a mound visit. I don't know if Mike has had enough pitches to get ready down there in the pen.
I don't think he has yet.
They're going to send Montero to the mound to stall a little bit here. And I'm sure if Gibby comes out, he'll take the slow walk to the mound. Now Montero walks back toward the plate. And here comes Gibby, and that's going to be the end of the night here for Coleman.
And now, unfortunately, have to wonder if we're going to see Josh stay in the rotation.
Yeah. Well, it was split between, you didn't know if it was going to be Coleman or Owens. Micah had pitched out of the bullpen this year. Coleman pitched very effectively early on out of the bullpen. but he really struggled here in his last 2 starts, both against the Dodgers. He leaves. Bullpen gate opens. Billings has got a smile on his face. He should. He's got a 4-run lead before he goes back to work. We'll take a break. Phillies head to San Francisco. They'll take on the NL West leading Giants in a rematch of last year's NLCS. Tomorrow's telecast of Fox Saturday Baseball begins at 1 Pacific, only on Fox. Mike Owens on in relief here, 3rd inning tonight, as Josh Coleman goes 2 1/3, has surrendered 4 runs thus far, and he's responsible for the runners at 1st and 3rd with 1 out. Micah throws to 1st, runner gets back in.
Well, Micah's job here is to just restore a little order. Try to keep the game semi-manageable here. There's still a lot of baseball left.
The Diamondbacks trailed 4-1 in the last game Billingsley pitched. Ended up winning that game. But you got to get some more outs here. Only 1 in the inning. This is the 8th man to bat, Barajas. A rising call to the pen. You see the numbers on Micah Owens. He's pitched very well for the Diamondbacks as a reliever and as a starter. He's in a mess here, isn't he? Coming in, foul out of play. Well, our Nissan key of the game,
Micah Owens. That's exactly what we got to do here. If you're Micah Owens, restore some order. Kirk Gibson doesn't look too pleased over there in the 3rd base dugout. A lot of times this is very typical, Greg, that long road trip, long successful road trip, get that day off and then you come out sluggish, and the Diamondbacks have been very sluggish thus far.
Yeah, Gibby said before the game, you guard against a letdown with good preparation routine. So we may be sloppy early on, but we'll push hard through it. And that's
unfortunately,
what you have to do.
Yeah, unfortunately he was right.
Yeah. Ross in the left center. That's a gapper. Can anybody get there? Nope. That one gets deep. And 1 run scores. They're going to chase Loney home. Bloomquist will not have a play. That's a 2-run double for Barajas. And it's a 6-run Dodger 3rd inning.
Oh, these Dodgers have come out and just laid it on the Arizona Diamondbacks here. First Josh Coleman. Now Mike Owens, he puts one in the middle of the plate as well. And these Dodgers have decided if you put a fastball in the middle of the plate around belt tie, we're going to scorch it in a gap or somewhere. Everybody scores. Touchdown, Dodgers. 6-0.
Now they're going for the extra point with Billingsley at the plate. He struck out his first time up. And a tamper here foul. That closes the book on Coleman. 2 1/3 innings, 7 hits, and 6 runs allowed. And that ties the most runs in an inning by an opponent this year. The Cubs got 6 against the Diamondbacks on, or check that, for the Dodgers this inning, this season. They got 6 at Chicago back in April. Diamondbacks gave up 7 to Detroit. I remember that game. That wasn't a good game. It was on a Sunday. Billingsley strikes out. Montero tags him out. No, he didn't. He's going to throw him out. That'll be the second out of the inning. And Billingsley has struck out in both of his plate appearances. They've been able to get him out.
There's a bit of a sarcastic cheer there from these home folks. They came out in a pretty good number tonight, but unfortunately at this point, about all they've seen is yuck.
D. Gordon bats for the second time in the inning. Well, if you want some light shining at the end of the tunnel in all of the series the Diamondbacks played against the Dodgers this year, the Dodgers have won game 1 and then lost the next 2.
I like that glass half full approach.
As you said, though, there's so much baseball to play in this one yet. Gordon, a ground ball to second. This should end the inning. Yay, says the crowd. Finally. 10 to the plate, 6 come in to score. Not a good night right now for the D-backs. Tonight's text poll presented by your local Valley Kia retailers. By texting to vote, fans consent to receive a message from Kia Motors America. Will the D-backs be in first place at the end of August? Text A or B, 36929. C, yes. D, no. No D. No C and D. Let's just go yeah, A and B.
A and B.
My fault.
It's a yes or no question.
Yeah. Micah Owens batting here. He's going to have to give him some length tonight as much as he possibly can. Coleman are out in the third. Only again A yes, B no. We'll take a glance at the upcoming schedules for these two. Micah follows them back to the screen, 2-1.
I think a better question is, will they be in first place after September?
Diamondbacks got the Dodgers, Astros, and Mets for 10. While the Giants are playing 4 with the Phillies. Micah hits a deep drive to right. Back she goes. And Ethier caught the ball. Andre Ethier with a heck of a catch at the fence and then banged into the fence. And robbed Micah of at least an extra base hit here.
A really nice play there by the All-Star. And former ASU star Andre Ethier, he gets back there, bangs into the fence, and really made a tough play. Looked rather routine. Nicely done there by Andre Ethier.
Micah made a bid for his 10th career home run. Would have been off the fence, though, but it would have been a good start to the inning. Now Willie Bloomquist. Willie has one of the 2 Diamondback hits. He doubled to start the first inning, but he never bunched off second base after that. As Kelly, Upton, and Young all went out. 0-2 quickly on Billingsley. Miles will throw on to Loney for round number 2 to retire Bloomquist. Well, every time a Diamondback hits a home run this season, Fulton Homes will donate $150 to the Central Arizona Mountain Rescue Association. Could use one of those right about now. Just get on the board here. Get some momentum going.
We had a one-sided loss a couple of days ago. You don't want another one right back to start your homestand.
No. Kelly tapped back to the pitchers first time up. 8-1 at San Francisco as the Giants salvaged the game. A lot of game to grind through here. The Diamondbacks have done a good job of that all season long. Coming back. Big uphill battle, though, down 6. And the Diamondbacks going to need 6 runs this course, at least to tie it tonight. There's a strike.
That means we can eat, right?
Well, with 6 runs by the Diamondbacks tonight, you've won free tacos with the purchase of a large drink between 4 and 6 p.m. tomorrow if they get there. That's at participating locations.
They got a long way to go.
And Kelly draws a walk. Well, that's a start with 2 out.
Walking in front of Justin Upton's always a good thing recently.
And that's what you have to do right now as the Diamondbacks. You just need to start chipping away.
Yeah, a run here, a couple runs there. As we've been saying, there's still a heck of a lot of baseball to be played here tonight.
Of course, you're going to have to start shutting down the Dodgers, too. But
that's exactly right.
First, you got to start getting some runs here when you got an opportunity. 2-out walk gives them a chance. Upton a fly ball to right. Easy for Ethier. That's it. Runs a walk. After 3 here, the Dodgers with a big 6-run third lead it. And roll down for the Fry's D-Backs Rewards Program. Earn points by buying participating items at Fry's. Buy Kia Motors. To learn more, visit phxkia.com. And by Pepsi Max. Go to 2012springbaseball.com for a chance to win a trip for you and 9 friends. Greg and Gracie here with you as we go to the fourth inning. Casey Blake is 2 for 2.
That seems strange, doesn't it?
Yeah. Casey Blake is 3 for 3. It's 10 Dodger hits now in this ballgame.
I think after being shut out yesterday, kind of made him mad, huh?
Well, you've been in this situation many times in your career where you're just kind of playing through the rest of the season.
That's exactly right. And you play with pride. You play for your organization. You play for your teammates. And nobody likes to be laughed at.
Nope.
Nobody, there's a lot more going on with that organization than just what's happening on the field. And this is a storied franchise, the Los Angeles Dodgers. They deserve better than what they're getting.
It's been an embarrassment for him here. 10 games below 500. You almost deal with that, but all the other stuff. Look at that.
I think that's the only McCourt fan.
2-0. He's got a Brooklyn Dodgers cap on.
I think Bud's going to do just that.
Fly ball to the left. Neither's going to be retired. First time tonight. By Parr. Back to first goes Blake.
Well, follow the Diamondbacks with MLB.com at Bat 11. For your iPhone, your iPad, your Android, or your BlackBerry. Live audio, video highlights, and much more. Text at BAT to 31826 or visit dbacks.com for details.
Mom's got the little one there. She's happy. That's an out.
Yay.
Notice they have their ball gloves, too.
And the other great thing, they don't care what the score is. They're just at the ballpark having a good time. It's good stuff.
Tummies are probably full.
Hot dogs, popcorn.
Mom may not have that reaction later.
No.
She's having a good time. Hold up your glove. Well, Matt Kemp has had an MVP-type season. He came in here tonight, 5th in batting average, 2nd in homers, 2nd in RBIs, 3rd in stolen bases. Coming off a very, very disappointing 2010. Long run for Justin. He is on the move, and he makes the catch and foul ground. Nice play.
Well, Justin's been doing his wind sprints out there tonight, hasn't he? He's been sprinting to the line, sprinting to the gap, diving on, banging into walls. He's giving you every ounce of his heart and soul out there in the first 4 innings.
Two outs now for Juan Rivera, who has walked and singled, driven in a run, and scored a run. Blake still at first. He led off this inning with a single. 10 Dodger hits to 2 for the D-backs. We're only in the 4th. Of course, it helps when you get 6 runs and 7 hits in 1 inning.
Micah trying to have a quick inning here. Try to get those Diamondback bats going. Doesn't matter how many you give up. You don't score any.
Got no shot.
Yeah. You try to create momentum by having crisp, quick innings. Good defense. Good strike at the knees there, 1-2.
I don't think Rivera thought it was, judging by his reaction there. That's a long walk out of the batter's box. Whatever happened to keeping the hitters right at the batter's box here.
Well, the umpires always come in and tell us, yeah, we need you to stay right there in the batter's box. And it's never done.
It's fisted foul back. Tomorrow night, Joe Saunders for the Diamondbacks. Dodgers have not yet announced their starter. We expect that after the game. And then two 13-game winners go at it on Sunday, Kennedy and Kershaw. Or if you want to see a game on this homestand, I'd recommend that one. Kennedy and Kershaw. It's Kennedy on the left, Joe Saunders tomorrow night. Outside, Montero's throw, and he put it on the money. Miggy threw him out from his knees. Blake caught stealing to end the inning.
Benito Santiago there from Miguel Montero.
Maybe he's found something. Dodgers fail to score, lose a man on the bases. Still 6-0 LA. The 10th anniversary of the Diamondbacks' 2001 World Series win. That team will reunite September 10th at Chase Field to help celebrate. Fox Sports Arizona and APS present World Championship moments, remembering significant events during that championship season. That's Bob Brenly's first ball game as manager of the Diamondbacks, and it was a victory over the Los Angeles Dodgers in L.A.
And it was my first game as an Arizona Diamondback.
Pretty good one.
Man, I was nervous.
There's a strike to Young, and it's 1-1. Randy Johnson pitched 7 innings, struck out 10. Gonzo had the game winner with his first home run of the season. Gracie went 2 for 5 with a run scored. They're hitting 400 after the first one.
It never got any better.
What'd you hit about? You were closing in on 300 at the end of the year, weren't you?
298 that year.
2-1 the count on CY. A magical year 10 years ago. Wow.
Seems impossible, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Uh-oh, Chris Young swung and missed. And he's had that wrist or thumb problem. And you can see he got a nice big jolt there on that swing and miss.
The umpire, Brian O'Neill, will give him a little time. There are a lot of little things like that, Gracie, that when you swing a bat, I mean, you can damage a lot. On those
true.
Fine fingers or that thumb of your
There's
hand.
so many small bones in your hand.
And you're a guy who never wore gloves.
No, only when it was real cold
Yeah.
in Chicago or somewhere else. But if it was above 50 degrees, I didn't wear them.
Full countdown, CY 3-2. Diamondbacks trying to get Chris going. Average has dipped down to 246. And with his 0 for 1 tonight, 10 for his last 63. And a shot to short, hit hard, but right at D. Gordon. Wide throw, and Loney tagged him, going by. So Loney saved Gordon there, right there. AT&T trivia. We had the Diamondbacks' first hit of 2001.
I'm going to guess.
Well, you're sitting here. I'm going to guess you.
No, I don't think it was me. I'm going to guess Tony Womack.
Leading off. TW. Boy, did he have some big hits?
Well, in the postseason he did, didn't he?
Strike to make it. Diamondbacks really mounting nothing right now against Chad Billingsley. Had a leadoff double by Bloomquist in the first inning. He never left second. One out single by Roberts in the second. He never left first. And a 2-out walk. There's a base hit by Montero the other way. 15 straight games now where Montero has reached base in a 10-game hitting streak with that hit right there.
Let the ball travel nicely to Miguel Montero, and then he just swatted it the other way.
Montero is tied with Brian McCann for the lead in the National League in runs batted in for catchers with 55. An all-star first time. Ryan Roberts, his first time up, got a single into shallow right center. He'll take a strike call from Billingsley. In that giant Philly game, Jonathan Sanchez, fresh off the DL, is leading. With the Giants about 1-0 in the bottom of the third over the Phillies. Didn't we see earlier tonight where Charlie Manuel kept Ryan Howard out of the lineup tonight against the left-hander?
He did, you're right.
He's swinging a hot bat. That's into right field for Ethier. He's been busy out there. That's out number 2. Well, watch Kachinko. Find out and learn how you can play right here at Chase Field. Go to the interactive kiosk near 60111 during all Diamondbacks regular season home games. Where's Goldschmidt? Paul Goldschmidt. Flat out to right, his first time up. Billingsley getting a lot of fly ball outs in this game.
Not really being squared up. A lot off the handles and a lot off the end of the bat, and that's your goal as a pitcher, is miss the barrel. Well, you better miss this guy's barrel, because when he finds the baseball with the barrel of his bat, boy, it makes a loud, loud sound.
1-1. I think I heard the chant of "Beat LA" from someone out there.
We'll hear that a few times this series.
I mentioned to you, Gracie, that watching Goldschmidt's first 2 batting practice nights, he fouls one out, play right side. Every ball he hit in batting practice was hit to right field or center field. And he said you like that.
He's working on things, exactly. He's not up there just trying to hit the ball up into Friday's front row every single time in batting practice. He's up there working on things. Hit the ball, Paul. I like it.
He's got a 1-2 count here against Billingsley. And he's out on strikes looking, and that'll end the inning. No runs, a hit, and left. 4 in the books, and it's all Dodgers right now. 6-0 LA.
I know that because I was hitting second that game on my first at bat as a Diamondback. I had Tony Womack on first base.
Guess who the starter was for the Dodgers?
Eric Gagne.
Yeah. You grounded out. Womack's had to stay at second.
Hit and run.
Matt Williams got him home, though. And the Diamondbacks had a 1-0 lead.
It was a hit and run. I grounded out. Womack moved up to second base, and that man drove him in.
He drove in a few that year. Juan Rivera was at the plate when Casey Blake was thrown out trying to steal to win the fourth inning. Now the fifth, strike one. Rivera again does not agree, I think, with a call from Brian O'Nora. Well, the Dodgers, they're awfully stingy with the runs allowed by their pitching staff. Last 22 games, 2.84 ERA as a team and a 2.11 batting average against.
Their problem up until tonight was scoring the runs. Not getting many fellas to touch home plate.
6 of them have done so tonight. It's all LA right now here in the fifth. Owens in relief of Coleman. First of 10 here at Chase. Diamondbacks will be here through next Sunday. And then head out on a 10-gamer through Philadelphia, Atlanta, and Washington. That's a big stretch of 20 games. It's Jason Marquis without the hat or the cap, the newest Diamondback. 2-2 now on Rivera. Juan Rivera.
Jason Marquis.
Out of Staten Island.
You ever hear him talk? Well, he sounds like he's right. He sounds like he.
As soon as he starts talking, you know where he's from.
He just left yesterday.
Now Mike is running full at 3-2 here. Well, he had a disappointing first start. Some hard hit balls, some balls that found the holes. But he'll go up next against Houston. And I guess that would be on Tuesday against the Astros. And that's a walk to Rivera. That time Micah wanted the call and didn't get it. What do you think, folks?
Just off the plate.
Fernando Nora got it right. Second walk, both to Rivera. Leadoff man on for Miles. Miles had a sacrifice fly, just missed a 3-run homer in that 6-run Dodger third. There's a foul. Let's go to Brad Stanky.
Yeah, thanks, guys. You guys know how important it is for the D-backs to have, and how rare it is for the D-backs to have an off day at home. And after that 10-game or 9-game road trip, you know, you think that the guys would want to go their separate ways. But here's an indication of how close this team is. Yesterday, Willie Bloomquist had a birthday party for Ryan Roberts' daughter, and Justin Upton and Chris Young were there as well. So, you know, and they're not family guys. They just went there because they wanted to support their teammate. And I think that's why this team has done so well this year. A rare off day and a chance to kind of kick back, do something on your own. But they all gathered to celebrate the birthday of Ryan Roberts' daughter. And I just think that's just a good indication of how tight-knit this club is.
Good for them. Yeah.
It's a nice gesture.
We see it a lot on the road, guys hanging together, and different guys going out with different guys each time. You know, it's they're all having fun. They're enjoying the ride that 2011 has provided for them.
Kind of upset I wasn't invited.
You're on the golf course.
I would rather been at the birthday party.
Ground ball down to first. Goldschmidt's got it. He throws to second. Out. Back to first. Safe there. Rivera forced up. Goldschmidt to Bloomquist. 3-6.
just never really got off the ground. Had to kind of reach for it and then really couldn't quite get it over there and just never really got off the ground, if you will. Boy, I think Willie got lucky to get that call at second base. Looked like he had come off the back.
Now Loney, who executed a hit-and-run play in that 6-run Dodger third. 1 for 2 in the game. Miles, better base runner at first. Foul back by Loney. Boy, look at Loney's numbers this year. .253 average.
You have to say disappointing, wouldn't you?
34 runs batted in. They thought he was getting it going in June, Grace. He had .337, but he had 176 in July. We've seen this guy enough. I mean, he's been a better hitter than that throughout his career.
And they expected very good things out of this very talented hitter. But last couple of years just hasn't materialized. It's been...
Montez is not on the money, and Miles steals the base. Dodgers 2 out of 3 in stolen bases tonight.
Dodgers pressing the accelerator on the Diamondbacks here. Up 6 runs. We're going to try to get more. Throws up to the shortstop side. A good slide. Willie Bloomquist never got the tag on Miles. It's a good slide to the outside portion of the bag.
Yeah, if he'd have come to the inside portion there, he probably would have gotten him. But 4 steals for Miles. Loney now with the runner in scoring position on a 1-1 count. His body went around, but his bat stayed back, said Ed Rapuano. Our century leg high speed pitch. What do we got? 40 or 94 and 88.
We went with Mike on this one.
2-2. Well, the good news right now, the Giants are losing.
Are they?
2-1 to the Phillies in the 4th. Boy, how about Cliff Lee? Was he good last night?
My goodness. 5 shutouts now this year for Cliff Lee.
Think about that. In this day and age, that is really difficult to do.
You got that right. Just 5 complete games, period. Doesn't happen.
No. Ground ball pulled to first to Goldschmidt. He'll take him to bag himself. Runner goes to third, 2 down. We'll check the scoreboard and the standings. Diamondbacks started the night a half game back. Rockies are losing their game. Of course, the Dodgers are winning here. What happened to the Padres tonight? 15 runs. Oh boy, they were playing Pittsburgh. Pirates lose their 8th in a row.
Pittsburgh has officially
15-5.
They've officially taken all the fun out of it.
Yeah, it's now becoming a grind a little bit, huh? Their 8 back as Milwaukee wanted Houston. 0-1 the count here on Barajas, who had a big 2-run double capping off that 6-run Dodger third.
This can just be such a cruel game, this baseball. You had Pirate fans just dancing in the streets, doing cartwheels as that one's hit foul.
It was good to see because Pittsburgh's been a great baseball town for a lot of years.
I was one of the bigger cheerleaders for the city of Pittsburgh. I thought that was great, and just like that, Milwaukee goes on a huge run, and Pittsburgh loses 8 in a row, and they're pretty much out of it.
Pittsburgh hadn't had a winning year since '92, and now they're sub 500.
Hard to get back 8 games in less than 2 months.
1-2 the count. There you see Pittsburgh now 3 games below 500 and 8 games back. How about the Reds? Nobody expected that. 8.5. There's a fly ball foul down the line. Well, let me update that Philly game. John Mayberry Jr. has hit a home run. It's now 4-1 Philadelphia.
It was nice of the Philadelphia Phillies to
yeah.
go up to San Francisco and lay it on those Giants. That was Jonathan Sanchez. I think he's just off the DL.
He is. Zito went on. Now Montero will visit with Mike on a 1-2 count here to Barajas. Billingsley the on deck. Look at that, Giants and Dodgers.
Dodgers and Giants fans happily together. Don't know what he's explaining to her, but
she was listening. Ross, another foul back. I mentioned Rod
not
on
sure
that.
How much of that was discernible.
Rod, a contributor on that 2001 World Championship team, and he's made a nice career for himself, hasn't he? Rod Barras.
He's had himself a very good career. Did some really good things with
Texas,
Toronto and Texas.
Yeah.
The Phillies.
Now playing in his hometown for his hometown team, the Dodgers.
And if I'm not mistaken, was he on that championship Philly team?
I think Ruiz was there, wasn't he?
Well, I'm saying as a backup. We'll find out.
Foul again. Putting a good at bat here on Micah, making him work. Chris Coast was the backup. Fly ball right center. Pretty well struck. Upton back. He's there. Has it.
Wins first, Justin.
He's been running all over this place tonight. And the Dodgers fail to score. They get a walk. Man left. Diamondbacks need some offense here. Well, Mark Grace, Greg Schulte. We welcome you back to Chase Field, which we had a little better news for you right now. We go to the bottom half of the fifth inning. It's been all Dodgers thus far. A 6-run third inning and a 6-0 LA lead.
Well, there's some good news. We lead the league in love.
She said yes. Anybody ever said no?
Well, I know a couple of ladies that should have said no to me. I'm 0 for 2.
But you were on the big screen, right?
Good point.
Parr will lead it off. And Mike is going to continue in this game. Bat next. And Billingsley, who's only struck out 2, walked 1, given up 3 hits, dials in a strike. And Parr on the ground is sinking. He got in on him there. Also as a knock out. Well, today our world becomes their planet. Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
What are you talking about?
Well played.
Planet of the Apes.
I want to go see that.
I do too. Did you see the old ones with Charlton Heston?
Sure.
Those were good, I thought.
PG-13. Take the kids. Started today. Micah robbed of an extra base hit by Ethier at the wall and right, or at the fence at right. This is one of those ballparks that's got wall and fence to deal with.
That's exactly right. Fortunately, padded wall.
Yeah. And it's popped up. Should be a little easier for Ethier. 2 down, boys.
Right fielders have been busy tonight, haven't they?
Oh, yeah.
Up
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 for Ethier. Look at this guy.
Drop it. Drop it. I like it. Drop it.
And then he'd have taken complete credit for it if he would have.
As a player, if I didn't say it, I have thought it so many times over the years.
Remember, A-Rod got in trouble for doing that. Was it a Toronto?
No, he was saying, I got it as he ran by him.
Oh, that's right. It was it McDonald for Toronto?
Jason McDonald.
1-1 on Willie, who's got a double tonight. He's grounded to second. Trouble seems to find A-Rod somehow, some way.
Well, he's got the resources to get over it.
Yeah. Ground ball hit to short. It's a ground hugger. Throws him out. Very easy. Good for Billingsley, and he is rolling.
He's in complete command, isn't he?
Yep, 6-0 LA. In a nutshell, the third inning for the Dodgers. Justin Upton booting the ball. That allowed 1 run to score. D. Gordon had stopped. Ethier the other way. That goes for a double and an RBI. Juan Rivera, an RBI hit. And then Rod Barras capping the inning, driving in runs 5 and 6 with a 2-run, 2-base hit. 10 men went to the plate as the Dodgers knocked out Josh Coleman, who only went 2 1/3 innings. Up high here to Billingsley, who leads off 1-0 against Micah Owens. And that's a strike. Mike has been on since the third. He got the final 2 outs of the inning. And didn't allow a run in the 4th or the 5th. Swing and a miss. You know, the long relief for the Diamondbacks has been pretty good. Duke the other day went 3 innings, gave the rest of the bullpen a break. In fact, he had gone 4 for Micah in a ball game. Shutout relief.
I like that. Nice going out there, fellas.
Are they tweeters? Fly ball to right. Here goes Justin again. FoxSportsArizona.com is your exclusive home for Arizona sports with extensive D-backs coverage, plus getting you ready for football with Craig Morgan's Cardinal Camp reports to ASU and U of A training camp coverage. Get all your local sports coverage only on FoxSportsArizona.com. Top of the order now, D. Gordon, who is 1 for 3. He started that 6-run inning with a bunt single.
Why does that one fellow on the left get the hashtag?
He's the most important guy.
He's got a little more space.
Definitely. Got the big beard, too, hasn't he?
He does.
What? We're on TV? Wave. Come on, guys. We're on TV.
I like it.
There's Young. 2 down.
Micah just cruising right along here.
Well, somehow, someway, they got to stop Casey Blake. He's 3 for 3 tonight. Seven hits between the number 1 and 4 hitters for the Dodgers. 3 of those by Blake. 1 each by Gordon and Kemp. 2 for Ethier.
Let's play a little tic-tac-toe, Greg, on that. You want to go there? Okay, I'll go there.
In the left center, Parr is going to track it down. Here, Young, Parr. That's it. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. To the bottom of the 6th we go. It's still 6-0. Other guys. Backs baseball brought to you by Southwest Airlines' new Rapid Rewards Unlimited Rewards seats. No blackout dates. By 30 minutes or less in theaters August 12th, rated R. And sponsored by the new Quest 5-year price lock promise. Visit quest.com/promise for details. Need some runs.
Chad Billingsley has been
pretty good.
Yeah, he's been stingy out there tonight. He's only given up 3 hits through 5 innings. Really hasn't been threatened at all, Greg.
No.
Other than the leadoff double to start the game by Willie Bloomquist.
His first 1-2-3 of the game came in the 5th. Kelly takes a strike. Kelly's tapped back to the mound, and he has walked. 3-hit shutout going right now for Billingsley. Very quickly, 0-2. Joe Saunders tomorrow night. Joe had a 4-1 July and a 2.17 ERA.
We talk about how great Ian Kennedy's been. Daniel Hudson's been terrific as well, but Joe Saunders was better in July.
Yeah. There's a chopper to first. Loney's got it. 1 easy out. Upton's 0 for 2. Justin's 14-game hitting streak was snapped on Wednesday in San Francisco. He did have a hit by pitch in that game, but he fanned 4 times. He hasn't done that in a while. Tonight he has struck out and fly to right. So he had snapped a streak of 5 consecutive strikeouts. Billingsley pounding the strike zone here tonight. To the tune of 49 to 22 balls.
That's what you draw up if you're a starting pitcher. If I can get ahead 0-1, I can use my whole arsenal now. Just missed the inside corner.
That's how good he's been.
Yeah,
I mean, he just missed.
He's been a runaway locomotive thus far. A lot of easy outs.
Ethier's been busy for him in right field tonight. And he'll be busy again because he's going to have to track that one down. Austin's on his way to second. And he's not going to stop there, and he will get to third. Standing up pretty close there. As Miles fired over there. 4 up in his 5th triple. He was maybe a little bit too close for comfort.
I was just about to say the same thing. That's beautiful right there from Justin Upton, driving it the other way. And then Ethier has a little bit of problems with it in the corner. And then Matt Williams is kind of giving him the stand-up sign, but when you get the stand-up sign, don't stop too quick. And unfortunately, couldn't see just how close that was because somebody got in our way, but it was a little too close for comfort, like you said, Greg.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can break up the shutout here.
Well, they need to do that. Chris needs to get a bat. Let's look right at the very end of that play again.
Stand up, stand up, stand up. Whoa! I mean, he's safe all right. That saved what could have possibly been a very embarrassing situation right there by being there just in the nick of time.
Matty visiting with Ed Rapuano down there.
Well, I think that's probably over that play right there.
Ed, would you give me the call even if they tagged him out?
Yeah. How much could I have paid you to call him safe in that situation? Chris Young just got one blown right by him.
That was a very good pitch there by Billingsley. This has been spot perfect tonight. Unlike his last time out against the D-backs. Good news out of San Francisco, 5-1 Phillies.
Well, how about a miracle comeback here and be in first place tomorrow? And Chris Young, at least in these last 2 pitches, looks like he'd kind of rather be somewhere else right now.
Well, he got a day off a few days ago, but 10 for his last 64 at the plate. In his center. This could be Kemp's arms up to speed. There's the catch. Throw is offline. Young gets a sac fly. The Diamondbacks have got on the board here. It's 6-1. 53rd RBI of the season for Young. 6 sacrifice fly.
We saw Matt Kemp make a wonderful throw here not too long ago. That one won't fall in that category. That was actually a pretty poor throw by a guy who has a very good arm. You see just how far up the line it is. And the shutout is broken.
Well, you got to, before you can score 6, you got to get that first one. So there's one to start. Now I'm out of 2-out rally, huh? Montero's got a hit. He's 1 for 2. So by getting to third base, the Diamondbacks get a run. The triple and the sac fly. Tandem accounting for the run this inning. I think he fouls it over the third base dugout.
Well, Billingsley just buried it in there on his hands. Good pitch.
He's had good career numbers against the Diamondbacks, but not here, Grace. He was 4-5 coming in on an ERA of 5.63 at Chase. So they've had his number here, but he's had their number here tonight. Well, you never know. Montero can get on here. Roberts, he's hit 14 this season.
Yeah, he's been the guy that's gotten so many big hits over the course of this season.
It's hit the first, but foul. Ubaldo Jimenez started for Cleveland tonight. Now, one time he had a decent lead, but they're in the 10th inning now, tied at 7 with Texas. The Texas team can score runs. High, towering fly ball to right. Back goes Ethier at the warning track in front of the fence. He's got it to retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit, nobody left. Ahead to the 7th, down 6-1 LA.
Town where this is literally a human Twitter hashtag. I'm joined by Eric, who I don't know if you drew the short stick to get the hashtag, but how did this idea, this concept come about?
Well, we were just sitting there at work one day, said, hey, let's go to the Diamondbacks game. Let's have some fun. So we all decided to come out, and then someone came with the idea of painting ourselves, and we thought, why not try to trend it on Twitter?
So the trend is Beat LA, and you can go on to Twitter and you can look for that. We're trying to get it to trend here in Phoenix. Now, you already got a text from a friend that a picture of you guys is already up on the FoxSportsArizona.com website.
Right, yeah. She sent me a message saying, by far the coolest friend. So at Iraka, that's for a shout out to you.
Now, how does this take place? Do you have like a paint party at someone's house? I mean, who came up with this concept?
It was at work. It was at work when we came up with it. I don't know who exactly came up with it.
You were at work. Now, does your boss know that this is what you do at work?
No, this is all through email. So company email, gotta love it.
Did you know that Mark Grace was actually using the telestrator and playing tic-tac-toe on your hashtag?
I didn't receive we got a text message letting me know that.
The question is, who won a tic-tac-toe?
I think it was a draw. But now, have you been able to check on Twitter yet to find out if, in fact, it's starting to trend yet?
I haven't been able to check yet, no. But I'm sure it is right now. So.
Because I know that we had one over the series against the Giants, Beat SF, that actually was trending in San Francisco. So this can be 2 more games in this series. You may have started something pretty impressive here.
I hope so. Let's keep this going and keep the trend going. Come on, guys.
Who else are your buddies here? You got to give some shout outs to their first names here.
Ian, Kyle, Ian, Thatcher, Cameron, and Matt.
And they comprise the human hashtag beat LA. Guys, back to you. You know, this social media, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around it, but I've never seen anything quite like this.
All right, Brad, thank you very much. And while the interview was going on, we just saw one heck of a play by Ryan Robertson, foul ground.
What a great play, and that's what makes Ryan Roberts so much fun to watch, Greg. 6-1 ball game. You're on the south side of the 6-1 score, and you go and give a pitcher an effort like that.
That gets you inspired.
Absolutely. It gets you in the lineup more often, too.
And that ball was hit by Ether. It looked like he had no shot, but he never gave up on it. And made a heck of a play. That's 3 great catches tonight. First one was by Young. The second one by Parnell. That one by Roberts. Kemp did not go around. Said Alfonso Marquez down at first. Boy, Micah has really done the job. He came on in that 3rd inning. Got the final 2 outs. Here he is working in the 7th. Joe Patterson, the lefty, has started to loosen in the pen. That's high and outside. I guess you'd have to look, Gracie, with Coleman, who struggles here tonight. The way Micah's pitched here, that I don't know anything. I don't think you would do either, but perhaps maybe you flip those 2 guys around. That's not for us to determine, but
it is something that I don't think there's any doubt. It's going to be discussed.
Yeah,
it has to be discussed.
Micah's 5-0.
I still think Josh Coleman is a major league pitcher.
No doubt about that. And that's a walk to Kemp. So 1 on, 1 out. Second walk given up by Micah.
Well, the Kirk Gibson bobblehead is going to go to the first 15,000 fans tomorrow, courtesy of Sports 620 KTAR. Then come back on Saturday, August 27th, to get the Chris Young bobblehead, courtesy of Audi. For tickets, call 602-462-4790 or visit dbacks.com/homestand.
Runner gets back, Kemp. Well, you figure in this game, 6-1. Kemp, who has stolen 28, will be looking to run. Rivera's been on 3 times tonight. A pair of walks, a hit, run scored, and an RBI. Big 6-run Dodger 3rd. 10-1 to the plate. And Billingsley had shut the Diamondbacks out until the 6th inning when they finally broke through. And Miles is next, and then Loney. The Diamondbacks, in getting that run, they averted their 3rd shutout of the year. They've been shut out the fewest times in all of baseball. Last year, they were shut out 11 times. Micah takes a little stroll back behind the mound. What's his pitch count? He's at 63 here.
I would imagine this is going to be his last inning of work, if he can get through it cleanly from here on out.
He's due up 4th when the D-backs hit in the 7th. Kemp's itching to run, but he doesn't on this one. Rivera fouls it back. Giants have pulled a little closer. It's 5-2. 5th inning, they're at bat. Phillies leading in that one. Giovanni Gallardo won his 13th tonight for Milwaukee.
Milwaukee is rolling.
Yeah, indeed they are. Brewers now 13 over 500. Cardinals won, so they stay pace at 3 back. Yankees came back and won that game with the Red Sox 3-2. They got 3 in the 6th inning. Beat Leicester. Not a happy night in Beantown.
Not a happy night at all.
Low 3-1 here on Rivera.
All of a sudden, it looks like Micah may be starting to fade here. 65 pitches into his outing. I think also he's been paying so much attention to Matt Kemp over at first. Might have been a little distracted, and because of that, has fallen behind Rivera. Let's see if he can make a pitch here and get a ground ball. He made a pitch. It was just a strike.
3-2. Well, you'd expect Kemp to be running on 3-2. He goes, and it's a walk. Back-to-back walks here in the inning. Again, Patterson, the lefty, is up. Miles is a hitter. 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly tonight. A much better hitter from the right side of the plate. 328 average than he is from the left side. Still very good hitting left-handed, 286.
Well, Micah finds a way to retire Miles. Well, we're going to get a trip to the mound from Charles Nagy. The left-handed hitting James Loney's on deck, and I would imagine that's who Joe Patterson's ready for.
I would agree. Roberts, Bloomquist, Montero join the conference on the mound. Davey Lopes has got number 15 back at first base, the number he wore for so many years. Dodger coach as a second baseman. Once Rafael Furcal left.
Yeah.
It looked a little different wearing number 12.
Yeah. And he just needs to be number 15.
That's right. So here's the situation. Dodgers have 2 on, 1 out. They're leading 6-1. 7th inning. And Aaron Miles at the plate. Tough guy to double up. Runs pretty well. And a foul back, strike 1. Kemp's having one of those years where everything just seems to come easy to him. Stealing bases.
Yeah.
Everything he does just works.
That's a good way of putting it. Just whatever he does is working out just right.
And his confidence level right now is just sky high. I mean, he knows if he gets the opportunity, even a left-handed hitter up there, he gets a jump off second, he'll try and steal third. I don't think he's going to go in this situation, but there's a ground ball to second. Let's see if they can get to it. 2 Bloomquist and 2 first. Double play. Boy, Micah Owings, a heck of a job here tonight. If you find something that went well for the Diamondbacks tonight, it's Micah in relief. 6-1 LA.
Hey, Jody Jackson alongside Joe Borowski. We're getting set for our post-game show, Diamondbacks Live, presented by CenturyLink. And Joe, now back-to-back rough outings for Josh Colementor against these Dodgers. What's going on with Josh right now?
It's always a challenge for a pitcher whenever you're facing the same team in back-to-back starts. That being said, there's one thing that Josh cannot get away with when you don't throw in the 90s. I'll break down his outing and show you exactly why the Dodgers were able to get to him.
All right, so Joe will bring his perspective on that. Also, we'll talk to you guys after the game about Micah Owings keeping things in check. Another solid outing in long relief. Guys, we'll see you after the game.
All right, thank you, Jody and Joe. And back up here, Mike Owings. I've got him for 4 2/3 innings here tonight, Grayson. 3 hits, no runs, a strikeout, 3 walks.
Well, he's just done exactly what Kirk Gibson needed, and that is come in and get a bunch of outs in what has been a one-sided ball game here going into the 7th inning. But I'll tell you what you love about Micah is
he just battles.
He was the one that got bumped out of the rotation. He didn't hear him squawking or saying, woe is me, or anything like that. He just basically said, I will do anything I possibly can to help this ball club. And did he ever come through with flying colors tonight. They needed him to soak up a few innings, and he did just that.
Absolutely. Roberts leading off here. And Ryan takes a strike.
You know, people forget this. Michael only started the season in Reno. Yeah. He didn't make the club out of spring training, so he's got a new lease on life, and he's running with it.
Michael was shipped to Cincinnati in the Adam Dunn deal, and then got a taste of the minors again when the Reds sent him out and opted to sign with his former team, the Diamondbacks. And as Gracie said, started the year in Reno. He just wants to be back on a major league team, helping that team win. Roberts run the count here to 3-1 against Billingsley. Boy, a walk would be a nice start to the inning.
That's exactly right. A 2-1 breaking ball there to fall behind.
Goldschmidt-Parra will follow. There's a walk.
Once again, Ryan Roberts right in the middle of stirring the hornet's nest here.
He's been on twice tonight, single and a walk. Goldschmidt looking to get on for the first time tonight. He is fly to right and took a called third strike. His Chase Field debut. Well, he played in the Futures game here, the All-Star break. So his Diamondback debut at Chase Field.
Well, he went 0 for 4 in that Futures game. Let's hope that doesn't repeat.
He dribbles this one foul. Well, he debuted in San Francisco, and that's on one of the baseball's biggest stages, and he was pretty good.
He did it defensively. First major league at bat, the base hit, he stole a base, and then the big bomb off Tim Lincecum.
Look at that dugout. I guess he got the ball, right?
Yes, he did.
Yeah. Ooh, wow. Did he have a cut on that? But he missed it 0-2.
Billingsley tried to come inside there. He missed over the middle of the plate, but he got it past Goldschmidt.
30 homers at Mobile this year. Dodger bullpen gets busy. Righty-lefty combination. Albert Guerrero. Shot to center. That's a hit. Roberts had a late start. He'll stop at second. That was on an 0-2 pitch. That ball was ripped.
That was a rope. Right back up the box. Goldschmidt with his first base hit of the evening. He didn't miss that one in the middle of the plate. Just a short, quick swing. Look out, Chad Billingsley. Don't get hurt.
I think that's what he was thinking after he tried to make a play on that ball.
He got Goldschmidted. Oh, I think we can probably find ourselves reading some very good and very witty Paul Goldschmidt signs, I have a feeling here, for this entire homestand. That's a shout out to all you fans. Let's see what kind of good stuff you can come up with.
There's a ground ball, base hit right field. Roberts turns third. He's going to come home. He will score at 6-2. Nobody out. Here come the D-backs. Our first pitch swinging. What do you think, Gracie? They got it in them?
Well, they still got a long way to go, but this is a good start. When the bottom of your order starts doing good things, started with Ryan Roberts in the 6th hole, Paul Goldschmidt in the 7th hole. Now Gerardo Parra in the 8th hole. That lineup's very close to turning over, but first things first, Sean Burroughs going to come in and pinch hit for Micah Owings, who did a heck of a job.
And he's due.
Oh, yeah, he's very due. I don't think he's had a hit since the All-Star break.
Last 20 at bats. Rick Honeycutt. I'm going to go to the mound. Burroughs as a pinch hitter for Owings here. With 2 on, a run in, and nobody out in the 7th.
Well, it was the 6th inning when Billingsley came unraveled in Dodger Stadium. It's the 7th inning here. By walking that leadoff man, Greg, it opened up a door just enough for Paul Goldschmidt and Gerardo Parra to reach safely. And now, if Sean Burroughs can do something exciting, it's turning that lineup over. And you're not very far at all from the likes of the home run hitters like Kelly Johnson, Justin Upton, Chris Young, of possibly hitting in this inning.
So Burroughs hitting .211 on the year, 1 extra base hit, 12 hits and 57 at bats. And he'll take a strike 0-1. Has not walked all year.
That's hard to do.
He comes up batting for Owings. Diamondbacks have pulled to within 4, 6-2. Still nobody out, 2 on. And a foul out of play. Now it's quickly, no balls, 2 strikes. By the way, a quick note on Micah's 4 2/3 innings of relief. It's the longest a reliever has gone for the Diamondbacks of shutout relief since, I know you remember this name, June 19, 2004 against Tampa Bay, Andrew Good.
Oh, wow.
The longest for the Diamondbacks was Randy Johnson against the Padres years ago. Fly ball center field, sinking. Not caught. Here comes a runner to third. Everybody makes it. Just in front of Kemp in center, and the bases are loaded with nobody out.
Boy, that is such a difficult read for all the base runners. Paul Goldschmidt and Gerardo Parra with terrific reads. You're just in no man's land trying to figure out if that ball's going to be caught or not. Burroughs hits the sinking liner, and then you see it is short hop nicely there by Kemp. And it's cut by D. Gordon, and that allows Goldschmidt to get to third and Parra to get to second. It's just such a tough read. But kudos to Goldschmidt. He read it perfect. And the Diamondbacks
have knocked Billingsley out.
Of the game. And now Willie Bloomquist in the box representing the tying run.
How about that? But he won't face Billingsley as the Dodgers are going to make a double switch. They're going to have a new second baseman come in. I believe that's Jamie Carroll. Will have a new pitcher, Matt Guerrero. So let's take a break. Let's see what happens here. Diamondbacks rallying here on a Friday night in downtown Phoenix.
cook up a brew here in their half of the 7th inning, and this is part of that recipe is the good base running, the good read by Paul Goldschmidt on this dying quail, if you will. He has to make sure, okay, now it's on the ground. Now I got to hit the bricks. I got to get over there. Fortunately for the Diamondbacks, D. Gordon cut that ball.
Yeah.
Or there would have been a very close play at third base. But Paul Goldschmidt, a very good job of base running there with that read.
And Parra following him into second.
Very true.
Our Verizon called the pen. It is Matt Guerrero. Jamie Carroll is at second. The batter is Willie Bloomquist. Nobody out. A run in. 6-2 Los Angeles. And that's low ball one. Next you get Kelly Johnson. Dodgers got a left-hander heating up for him, I'm sure. That's a strike.
Right at the bottom of the kneecaps. What a perfect pitch that was.
Guerrero, longtime Minnesota Twin. He's been a pretty good pitcher. He's worked a lot of games already for the Dodgers. This number 51 on the season. Willie is swinging and a miss. 1-2 now. Bloomquist started his night with a double in the first inning, but since is grounded to second and short.
And find a way to put the ball in play. You'd hate to get a strikeout in this situation.
Bases full of D-backs. Goldschmidt, Parra, Burrows. Ground ball hit to second. Knocked down. They're not going to get anybody. It runs in. Inning still goes with nobody out. 6-3. Let me ask you, Gracie, that ball was hard hit. Carroll went over. You think the second base umpire might have cost him a little bit?
Well, it's tough to
lose the ball.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think this ball was just hit very hard and on an in-between hop. This will show us. Very hard hit ball there by Willie. Now let's take a look. This will show us. Yeah, at the second base umpire, and that's Ed Hickox. I think he did everything.
Yeah, he did.
Could.
He tried to get out of the way.
I think that just a sprawling move there. The ball just never got into Aaron Miles' glove. And now Mattingly's going to have to make another move.
And now you got two situations here. You've got a ball club who has done this all season long, never given up rallying, and another ball club who's had it go the other way against them all season long in the Dodgers.
That's exactly right. Here we go again. Number 55 out. Number 57 coming in.
Six 3-ball game. Diamondbacks no outs in the inning. They've had a walk, 4 hits in a row. That is Scott Elbert, our Verizon call to the bullpen, the left-hander. And Kurt Gibson lifts Kelly Johnson, the left-handed batter, and substitutes as a pinch hitter Cody Ransom, right-handed batter.
Yeah, Cody Ransom, as the fans starting to make a lot of noise here. This place starting to get very loud. The chance of beat LA, well, Cody Ransom coming through in a clutch situation here would be a heck of a way to get this thing started on this, what looks to be a monumental comeback.
Diamondbacks trailed 6-0. Got a run in the 6th, 2 here in the 7th. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Yeah, the first one. Ransom takes the ball inside. Cody's gone 3 for 14, looking for his first Diamondback run batted in. Upton is on deck. And with that, the Dodgers have a right-hander up in the pen. And is McDougal in the pen loosening. Ransom a swing and a miss on a ball low and into the dirt, 1-1.
Slider down in the dirt, and Ransom just had his mind made up that the fastball was coming.
Cody wanted many Reno Aces up playing with the big league club. And he had terrific numbers at Reno.
He deserves to be here.
He's trying to cut further into this Dodger lead. Parra, Burrows, Bloomquist, the base runners. And that's high, 2-1. We're number 1 on his Diamondback jersey. Cody Ransom. Lucien Gilbert, Grand Canyon.
Well, he missed with a fastball. With the first pitch of this at-bat, came back with the slider in the dirt, and Ransom was swinging. He missed with a fastball there. I would imagine slider coming here from Elbert.
A 2-1 pitch.
It was a fastball, and it was beautifully executed.
And now it's 2-2. Cody somehow, some way working through this at bat. Need to put bat on ball and keep this inning going, which has been good so far. 5 up in the inning, and still nobody out. Well, the 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging. 1 out in the inning.
Well, he just absolutely.
But listen to the crowd.
I mean, he just got his clock cleaned right there. What a beautiful slider. So Ransom can't come through.
And they will not allow him to test his luck on Upton, as they will go to McDougal, who's been very good for him this year. 4th pitcher of the inning, used by Don Mattingly, coming in right here. And we'll take a break. Bases loaded, Upton up. It's a tying run when we come back. Justin Upton awaiting on the on-deck circle to hit here. Parr's at third, Burrows at second, Bloomquist at first. They all have hits in the inning. The Diamondbacks have scored 2. They've got them loaded with 1 out. And our Verizon call to the pen, it is Mike McDougal has been very good this season for the Dodgers.
A hard thrower. One thing you will get with him, you will get some wildness once in a while. He is a very hard thrower. A lot of movement on his fastball. Sometimes too much movement. It ends up falling out of the strike zone. But Justin Upton, so many times he's come through in these situations since the All-Star break. You're starting to hear his name bantered around a little bit about MVP. Well, this is the times when you want your MVP in the batter's box. And, well, folks, you got it.
1 for 3 tonight, a triple and a run scored. Upton against McDougal. 6-3 Los Angeles. Bases loaded, one man out. Here we go. Got him to chase strike one. Maybe a little over anxious.
Yeah, he was just overamped right there. Ended up chasing a pitch way out of the strike zone.
Now he's just got to settle in here. Young is next. RBIs in the inning by Parra and Bloomquist. A walk along with 4 hits. And misses outside.
Much
1-1.
Patience right there. That was almost the exact same pitch, Greg.
Yep.
That time Upton not interested at all.
The Diamondbacks have made a game out of this. Gibby looking on.
So right here, just the over-anxiousness of Justin Upton. 3 pitches out of the strike zone. But instead of being a 3-0 count, I mean, you see those pitches nowhere near the strike zone.
But because of
yeah, that's exactly right. And it's easier said than done.
Oh, yeah.
I've been in that situation many times that Upton's in. And you just want so badly to do well that you end up trying to do too much. Let's see, he maybe gets a mistake here.
He just got a piece of it to stay alive at the plate.
Well, somehow, some way, he was able to just nick that pitch. He's like, golly. You see where it's all sliders down and away.
So 1-2 on Upton. Parr's a runner at third. Burrows at second. And Bloomquist at first. 2 in the inning. Diamondbacks have cut it to a 6-3 game. One man out. 1-2 count on the Diamondbacks' leading RBI guy. And a shot caught by Gordon, a double play. That went from being a hit and another run into the final 2 outs of the inning. And the Dodgers get out of it with just the 2 runs scoring. Boy, that ball was smashed. Gordon made a heck of a play. But it's a little closer, 6-3. Down to the count, a ball, 2 strikes to Mike McDougal. He hit the heck out of it, but it took a heck of a play by D. Gordon, who turned it into a double play and end that Diamondbacks 7th inning.
Yeah, just tough luck. Upton scalds it, but Gordon right off the top of the ground. There's really nothing Burroughs can do in that situation. That's an easy double play. Well, what a great catch by Gordon. That probably scores 2 more runs right there. And who knows how long the Diamondbacks will be hitting.
Cody Ransom stays in the game at 3rd. And Roberts moves to 2nd. A new pitcher. Our Verizon call to the pen. It's Brian Shaw. 12th appearance of the year. So Shaw, Roberts to 2nd, Ransom to 3rd. They're a little closer though, Gracie. They went through 4 pitchers in that in that 7th inning. Dodgers used 4. Billingsley started the inning, then Guerrero, Albert, and McDougal. Now the Dodgers will hit. Loney first, and then Barajas, and then Carroll, who's in the pitcher spot. So it's 6-3 now. Well, that ball would have gotten through him by Gordon. You got another run. You probably still have the bases loaded because it was hit so hard.
Boy.
Then you got Young up.
And honestly, I think the Diamondbacks have to be a little disappointed that they only got 2 there, because 2 were already across and the bases were loaded with nobody out.
There's a foul. The big one was a strikeout of Ransom.
Strikeout of Cody Ransom.
And Upton again, down to the count 1-2, hit the heck out of it.
Smoked it. Absolutely. Nothing you can do. That's just tough luck right there. So, yeah, the good news is you scored 3 unanswered runs to get yourself back in this game. The bad news is, boy,
just 2.
You're kind of thinking you could have had a lot more.
One and one the count. Loney at the plate. 1 for 3 tonight. He had a single run scored in that big 6-run Dodger 3rd. There's a ground foul. Ten hits for the Dodgers, but only 1 hit since the 3rd inning. Mike Owens did a terrific job in relief. 4 2/3 of scoreless ball. Now Sean here in the 8th. And that one drops low. 2-2 to Loney. Joe Saunders will be looking for his 9th of the season tomorrow night. Joe's 8-8. We don't know the Dodgers starter yet. And then Kershaw and Kennedy on Sunday. Swing and a miss. Got him. Shaw, strikeout. Well, while this game has gotten closer as it's gotten later, 6-3 in San Francisco, it's 8-2 Philadelphia. But watch this. This was in the 6th inning. That's Victorino's hit. And that's, I believe, Ramon Ramirez, the pitcher for the Giants. And all heck breaks loose.
Eli Whiteside, the catcher for the Giants, out there wanting a piece of anybody in a red uniform. And it's not over yet. Shane Victorino.
It went on for a while.
Kept getting back in there.
So that's what's going on at AT&T tonight. Ross takes a strike. That kind of looks like John Crook. The guy's seated. Come on, McCourt, sit down.
It's killing us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a little John Crook in him.
Fly ball, deep right center. Back goes Upton. And it's gone. Home run opposite field, Barajas. So they get a run right back, and it's now 7-3.
Yeah, once you got out of that big inning the way they did, momentum just went right back to the Los Angeles Dodgers and Rod Barajas. That may be the deciding blow of this ball game right there.
So Barajas hits his 10th of the year. First home run of the night. That's a strike to Carroll. Carroll is one of those players that a lot of teams had interested at the trade deadline. He still may be dealt in the month of August, which teams have to have their players on their roster by September 1st to qualify for postseason play. And there have been some teams that have had interest in Jamie Carroll, including Milwaukee, with Weeks out. There's a ground ball to second. Roberts shows him out. 2 down in the inning. And now the batter will be D. Gordon. Gordon, one hit tonight, but that was a big hit. It was a bunt single that stayed fair and went all the way down to the bag at third. In the third, capping, or I should say, beginning a 6-run Dodger rally. And he'll look at one low here from Shaw. Ball 1. Second big league home run, by the way, given up by Shaw. 2-0 the count. Well, that took a little air out of the tires, that home run by that guy.
That's exactly right. After that big line out double play.
Here's a strike. It's like he's talking to Ted Lilly, starting pitcher.
You always want to talk about your homers.
Yeah. Broken back ground ball to third. Ransom's got it. Fires to first, and that's it. 1 run of the homer by Barras. Diamondbacks back at the plate in the bottom of the 8th. Now down 7-3. There have been several. This one by Chris Young on the bat of Matt Kemp in the very first inning. And then to end the first inning, this diving catch by Parr with the bases loaded. How about Ryan Roberts? Foul territory. That great catch. Now the Dodgers made a spectacular play. D. Gordon with the bases loaded and 1 out. Robbed Upton of a hit and then got the out at second for a double play. So here we go to the 8th. Bottom of the 8th. Diamondbacks now down 4, 7-3. Tony Gwynn Jr. replaces Juan Rivera in left for the Dodgers. And he's in his spot in the order. McDougal stays out there. Strike to Chris, who is 0 for 2 tonight with a sacrifice fly. 53rd run batted in the year. Well, I don't know what Chris is going to do in the rest of this series, but his hometown team's coming in for 4 games starting Monday, and he usually pounds the Houston Astros, either here or there. 1-1 the count. The Diamondbacks going to need his bat. Heating up here over the final 2 months. Trying to get on here. You never know. You get him on here, then you got Montero, Roberts, Goldschmidt, Parr. Way outside from McDougal. Miggy's got a hit tonight. Roberts a hit and a walk. Parr a hit. Goldschmidt a hit. Diamondbacks weren't very hitterish up until the 7th inning. They only had 4 on the board. 4 in that inning. Three and one.
You can see that hard tailing fastball that McDougal has. Sometimes it'll just tail too much and out of the zone. If you can be real patient with McDougal and make him get the ball up around the belt, it'll flatten out. If it's down around the knees, it'll dip right out of the zone. That's the one he wants right there at the belt. Did you see how much that one flattened out? That was his pitch to hit right there. Unfortunately, came up empty. So this is where you make your money. That pitch right there.
Three-two now on Young leading off in the 8th. That's a walk. Good start. That's the way the 7th inning started. A base on balls. Third walk issued to the Diamondbacks tonight. Montero's fly to center, single to left, fly to right. The Dodger closer these days is Javi Guerra,
who's been a good one.
Yeah. Well, the first 5 reached in the 7th inning. Diamondbacks would like to try and do that, duplicate that here in the 8th.
Montero, a big swing and a miss.
They tried to pull an outside pitch. Colin Cowgill listening to Alan Trammell.
Almost like a father-son moment right there. Trying to just teach them things about the major leagues. Okay, this is what they're trying to do here.
Boy, and you can learn a lot from Alan Trammell. Cowgill is after what was he 0 for 11 or 0 for 12 to start his career?
Straightened things out pretty well. And what a nice young man. Nice, respectful young man.
Anybody covering? The throw thrown away. Young's going to get up and go to third. And Gordon's hurt down at second.
Boy, it's exciting when it works, but boy, that is a major faux pas on the bases by Chris Young. Fortunately, McDougal throws it into center field. But man, what a big base running mistake that would have been had the Dodgers been able to execute the throw to second base. Anyway, when you're down 4 runs, you just need to relax a little bit, but he's safe and all's well that ends well, I guess.
Montero hits one foul out of play left side. Stolen base E1. I mentioned Gordon was hurt. He's got the glove off of the hand. Let's see how that happened.
Looked like the front leg of Chris Young. Yeah, he got spiked or maybe jammed that wrist or hand a little bit.
Grimacing a little bit too. Big at bat here from Miggy. Down to the count 0-2 to McDougal. Dodgers start their bullpen going again. Way outside. That's one thing we've seen all season long, Grace, even in the month of April. When the Diamondbacks struggle through an 11-15 start, they will battle to the end. They may get beat.
They're resilient, no question about it.
But they'll keep coming at you hard. Montero 55 RBIs, tied with Brian McCann for the National League lead by catchers. Fly ball center. Kemp is there. There's the catch, and Young will come in to score. Sac fly by Miggy to make it 7-4.
Well, right now, if you're the Dodgers, you'll trade outs for runs right there. But like you said, it's just the Diamondbacks continuing to push. And it's almost to a T what you said about Kirk Gibson earlier in the game, Greg, and that is we might be sluggish coming out of the gate, but we'll push through it. And that's exactly what they've done. Now, will they be able to push hard enough? Well, it's certainly unlikely.
Yep.
But it's good to see.
Exactly. Roberts, a single and a walk and a run scored tonight. And that will miss a little inside and high, ball one. Yeah, that home run by Barajas last inning. You know, now instead you might have a 6-4 game. Two and 0. Well, another walk here would be nice.
And that's what Mike McDougal can bring to the mound. He can bring wildness. He's got a great arm. But that's why he's bounced around as much as he has in his major league career.
There's a strike. He gets it up there in a hurry. 96. Tall and lean. Three and one. On deck, it's Paul Goldschmidt. Let's see, the Diamondbacks have used Ransom. They have used Burrows off the bench tonight. They still have Cowgill, Nady, and Blanco. Foul back, 3-2 now on Ryan Roberts. Roberts, 85 hits, 45 runs batted in, 60 runs scored. On base percentage of .354. We mentioned he's got 47 walks.
He's just been a thorn in opponents' sides all year long, hasn't he?
He sure has, especially these Dodgers. On base twice tonight. And he walks again.
And McDougal wants that, but that's not a strike.
Let's get the update on our Kia text poll. Will the Diamondbacks be in first place at the end of August? Let's see. Oh, 82% say yes.
Wow. And all those Giants and Dodger fans that voted no, we thank you for checking in with us anyway.
Well, the Phillies are pouring it on the Giants tonight, 9-2 in the seventh. And if you weren't with us earlier, they had a big brawl in that game. They got 2 more games to play.
There's going to be some suspensions coming.
Here's Goldschmidt now. He's got a hit tonight and has scored a run.
Boy, that was a knee buckling breaking ball there from McDougal.
I guarantee you Goldschmidt's seen some pitches he never probably saw at Double-A. But that's the big leagues. But he's handled himself well so far. Roberts will draw through and get back in. Atlanta won tonight. Of course, the Diamondbacks battling them along with the Giants in the wild card race. Wrecking ball.
No, see, that's a start. That's a start, folks. I want to see it the entire homestand, though. Oh, he got a hanging breaking ball right there. He took a good pass at it and fouled it straight back.
Shaking his head, too.
Oh, baby. Power hitters live for those pitches right there.
0-2 now on Goldschmidt. Par next. Diamondbacks have scored here. It's 7-4, bottom of the 8th. 1 out, 1 on. McDougall showing a lot of interest here in Roberts. Flicked it foul back. Good job on an 0-2 pitch.
All right, let's see how the kid can do with an 0-2 count here. And you're just trying to fight your way back in this thing. Been fighting all night for it.
Bounced up there. Nice block by Barajas.
And that's a big play because that keeps the double play in order. Rod Barajas, always a good defensive catcher. Always a good backstop back there. Pitchers always enjoyed throwing to him.
McDougall gave up a walk to Young to start the inning. Young took off for second. McDougall would have had him with a good throw, but he threw it into center field. Young reached third. Montero got him in with a sac fly. And a walk to Roberts. 1-2 count on Goldschmidt. Inside, and that almost hit him.
Somehow, some way, that missed him. That would have been a big break right there if they could have found a way for that one to graze Paul Goldschmidt, and that would have once again brought the tying run to the plate. Somehow it misses that front arm.
2-2 the count now. Three and 2 count now. Seems a little frustration here from McDougall. After he delivered that last pitch, his shoulders kind of dropped. Parr's on deck. Diamondbacks perhaps a pitch away from getting the tying run up. Fouled out of play.
Well, he's putting a really good at-bat on the veteran Mike McDougall.
McDougall got ahead of him 0-2.
Yeah, you're only 4 games into your major league career. And you've already faced guys like Matt Cain, Tim Lincecum.
Yeah.
Ryan Vogelsong.
Who's 9-1.
Yeah. Chad Billingsley tonight. One of the real good ones. I mean, it just keeps coming at you.
Got him looking. Twice now tonight. Third strike call on Goldschmidt. And 2 outs in the inning.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like Goldschmidt got caught looking for a breaking ball there, and he took one pretty much right down Broadway for strike 3.
Ball tailed back at the last second. Whether or not it got the play, Barras just a quick little move over. Wasn't real subtle. Well, Dodgers going to make another change here against Parra coming to the plate. And we'll take a break here. 7-4 LA in the 8th with 2 minutes. For Dodgers, Diamondbacks have a man on, 2 out in the 8th inning. And 25-year-old Javi Guerra comes on to pitch here, their closer. See the numbers pretty good, 9 for 9 in save opportunities. Very good ERA.
Well, due to injuries and or poor performances in the Dodger bullpen this year, Javi Guerra, who was lighting it up in the minor leagues, they just decided, you know what, come on up here and pick on these big leaguers, and he has done just that. Perfect in saves and opportunities.
And has yet to allow a home run in 25 1/3 innings in the majors. So Parr will be the batter. Nady has moved out on deck next. Roberts at first to run into the inning. 2 men out. They're not holding Roberts now. They're just looking for 4 outs here. 1 to complete this inning. Parr shows bunt. Takes the pitch outside, ball 1. Gerardo's got a hit tonight and a run batted in. That came in that 2-run 7th inning. Garrett throws a strike. Count evens at 1-1. This is the 5th pitcher used tonight by Don Mattingly. He used 4 in that 7th inning alone. There's a foul back to the screen by Parr. 1-2 now.
So if you're the Diamondbacks, if you could just find a way to tie this game up, your bullpen's in a lot better shape than the Dodger bullpen right now.
That's thanks in part to Micah Owens, who went 4 2/3 innings of shutout ball tonight. Parra fouls that one back over the screen. The newcomer Brad Ziegler is up, loosening for the Diamondbacks in their bullpen. Two outs, a man on, a man in. Garrett to Parra. Outside, he missed.
Just missed.
He was heading to the dugout. They have Guerrero and they have Guerra. A young looking 25, isn't he?
You got that right.
Another foul by Park. Boy, the Diamondbacks and Dodgers can play some long games.
This has been one in a long line of marathon 9-inning ball games. What, every game in Los Angeles last week over 3.5 hours.
This one's over 3 tonight. Ooh, that just missed. 3-2 now, and Roberts will run. Parr's average at 290. He's had 290 at bats. And a ground foul pass, first base. I'd like to see one down in that corner and get Roberts in.
Absolutely.
Then you get the tying run up next. It's been a battle for the Diamondbacks tonight. They spotted the Dodgers 6 runs with a 6-run 3rd inning. They've been battling back, but they now trail 7-4 here in the bottom of the 8th with 2 down and a runner on. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and the inning's over. 1 run without a hit. There was an error in the inning. A man left to the 9th. We go 7-4 LA. And Joe Saunders will get the ball at 5:10. Diamondbacks and Dodgers. Joe will be going for his 9th win of the year. He's pitched some spectacular ball. They beat the Dodgers last time out. New pitcher for the Diamondbacks as we scour them out there, and that's Brad Ziegler making his 2nd appearance in a Diamondback uniform. Greeted rather rudely by Cody Ross, who at the first pitch he threw as a Diamondback for a 2-run double the other day in San Francisco.
Hit right in the gap.
Those runs charged to Marquis. He's on here. He'll face Blake, Ethier, and Kemp. And if the Diamondbacks should have any chance here, they need to blank the Dodgers in the 9th. And there is strike 1. Ziegler said he used to throw over the top. Oakland switched him around. No miss inside. And big night for Casey Blake. 3 hits, 4 at bats. Runs scored. No miss. What does it remind you of, Gracie? A lot of guys threw this way, but anybody in particular with a high leg kick?
Well, the high leg kick kind of reminds me of El Duque.
Yeah, it's good.
But certainly not the arm angle. The arm angle obviously more like a Quisenberry or remember Mark Eichhorn?
Oh, yeah. High fly ball center field. Young backing up. Young backed out. And Chris hands it over the shoulder in center field. Well, he is so good at getting reads and knowing that ball is going to go.
Turned himself into a terrific major league center fielder.
You know, you stop and you think here about the guys who have patrolled center field. There have really only been 3 of them. Devon White the first year.
One of the best ever.
Steve Finley.
One of the best ever.
And now this guy, Chris Young.
And not too far from being one of the best in the game right now.
And you're going to have a guy like those 3 that I mentioned play here in this ballpark.
It's huge out there. A lot of territory in center field.
0-1 on Ethier. A couple of hits tonight. There's a chant of beat LA going again. One and one. 9-2 in the 8th inning at San Francisco. Phillies still leading. That one just missed.
Well, Charlie Manuel didn't play his big bopper Ryan Howard, and then, well, the Phillies went out and put up 9 on the board anyway against the San Francisco Giants.
Three and one to count with Kemp next. Diamondbacks got Philly and Atlanta on the next 10-game road trip. He went around. I think it was a strike anyway. 3-2 on Ethier. Looking ahead, if we can sneak a peek to the bottom of the 9th, the pitcher spot, then Bloomquist and Ransom. And that's a walk. Fox Sports Game Connect now available on FoxSportsArizona.com. Log on during D-backs games, stats, exclusive analysis, live Twitter feeds. And you can share your thoughts with the game broadcast. Check out Game Connect on FoxSportsArizona.com. A walk, and it puts the guy on ahead of Kemp.
See, that's just getting along. Shake hands with everybody. You're allowed to root for the other team, just not real loud.
Now Ziegler facing a right-hander. He's had much more success against right-handers. 202, lefties 388. So he's a little careful with Ethier there, even going up against Kemp here. That's a strike.
Sometimes even you surprise yourself when you catch one.
That's a strike. 1-2 now on Kemp.
Well, if you can keep that sinking submarine fastball down around the kneecaps like that, you're going to have a lot of success in this game.
He threw a 1-out walk. 9th inning here. He went around. How about that? Sweeping pitch that ended up about 2 feet off the plate. That's a strikeout for Ziegler.
And that's a guy that's going to get a lot of MVP votes right there in Matt Kemp. And he just got made look silly right there by the Ziegler breaking ball. And Kirk Gibson going to make a pitching change.
Yep. Looks like he's going to go get Patterson here to face the left-handed hitting Gwynn. Well, we gave you the numbers. 388 average with lefties against Ziegler. And Gibby will make a change here. We'll take a break. Patterson against Gwynn when we come back. And to his left, to our right on the screen, that's Daniel Hudson, Matt Williams without the cap. 7-4 Dodgers. And the new pitcher for the Diamondbacks, after rising call to the pen, this is none other than Joe Patterson. Pretty good Rule 5 pickup by Kevin Towers in the Diamondbacks.
He was a good find. San Francisco's loss was certainly the Diamondbacks' gain. And he's going to go up against
Tony Gwynn,
the younger one, Junior. And there's that big sweeping breaking ball from Joe Pa. Strike one.
Fifth pitcher used by the Diamondbacks tonight. Boy, these teams can go through some pitchers in their games. It's outside. Well, let's look at him from the left side.
Coming right out of the foul pole.
I'm looking back at that last Dodgers series in L.A. Fewest pitchers used by either team in 3 games. There was 4.
Really?
Yeah. Every night it was 5 or 6. Tonight it's 5 for each. That time is called. Well, these two teams played a lot of close games. That's a strike. 2-2.
Fastball to the outside corner there.
Guerra, the pitcher's got a bat in the on-deck circle. They'll keep him in. He's their closer. Came in the 8th. Get the final out. Full count now, 3-2. That means the runner at first, Ether, will be off and running with 2 down.
You want to see contrast? One way over on the right side of the mound, one way over on the left side of the mound. There's about 8-9 feet of difference between the release points of these two pitchers.
Cody Ransom should catch this for the final out. He does.
All right, you got 3 in you there, Greg Schulte?
Well, let's see if the Diamondbacks do. 7-4 LA to the 9th. All-star tonight, it's Rod Barajas, who had a big night. He had a 2-run double, capping off a 6-run third inning, and then at his former ballpark. Team he started with the Diamondbacks, hit one into the pool area. So 3 RBIs tonight for Rod Barajas. I always like it when the Diamondbacks win that award.
Yeah, exactly.
Not ex-Diamondbacks.
We don't like giving that to the opponent, but you know what? If you're an ex-Diamondback and part of that World Championship team, I guess we'll make the exception just this once.
All right. Colin Coggill will come off the bench and pinch hit here for Joe Patterson. Patterson did his job, third of an inning, and got the final out of the Dodger 9th. Guerra struck out the only man he faced, got the final out of the 8th inning when he fanned Parra swinging. Diamondbacks down 3, so they need a couple of base runners. And the first pitch of the inning is a strike call, 0-1. Coggill now 4 for 19 as a hitter, an RBI. He had a couple of hits in his start on Wednesday against the Giants. Very quickly 0-2. Well, if all holds true here, the Diamondbacks will stay a half game behind the Giants. They're down by 7 in the 9th inning. Diamondbacks trailing here. It'd be nice to see a 9th inning rally. High 1-2 on Cowgill.
Well, one thing, you expect these guys to go down with a fight. That's the way they've been all year long.
It's out of play, foul down the right field line. The Dodgers did their damage in the 3rd inning. We mentioned the Barajas homer in the 8th, but they sent 10 to the plate, got 6. 7 of their 11 hits alone in that inning. They've only had 2 hits since the 4th. Oh, wow. Strike 3 call on the outside corner, the very outside corner. 1 down.
Yeah, it looked like it was
a little outside.
A little bit outside, but it's been a long game. Brian Renora's been back there a while.
Here's Willie Bloomquist. Willie's got 2 hits tonight. A run batted in. Ooh, high and tight.
Mercy. Not really what you're looking for in that situation. One up around your face.
David Freese of the Cardinals was hit in the helmet by a pitch last night against Florida. Suffered a grade 1 concussion. One. Again, Joe Saunders tomorrow night. Going for his 9th win of the year against an as yet unnamed Dodgers starter. Expecting to call up a pitcher from Double-A. And then Kennedy and Kershaw in the battle of the 13-game winners here Sunday. Well, he flicks it foul back to the screen. 1-2. Here's Kershaw. Kid's got big shoulders.
Oh, man. And big time fastball, breaking ball. And I tell people he's going to have to start clearing the room on his mantle for multiple Cy Youngs.
The 4 there, by the way, is honoring Duke Snider, who passed away this year. Former Dodger great. Inside. Willie, the Mickey, and the Duke. Willie, the Mick, and the Duke.
Yeah, unfortunately, baseball's losing too many great ones lately.
How about New York back in those days, though, when those 3 guys were playing? Foul out of play. A lot of people forget Duke Snider was a longtime broadcaster with the Montreal Expos. But a heck of a baseball player. Ted Lilly looks tired. He's needing his nap. Ground ball back to the mound by Garrett to the second baseman. Here's a no throw. Infield hit Willie. Well, there's a start.
You know, Willie just battling, and by just putting the ball in play in that situation, you give yourself a chance. Under the glove it goes of Guerin. Now you force Carroll to make a play. He can't make it. Bloomquist is safe. And barring a double play, Justin Upton will hit again in this game.
Ideally, you'd love to see Cody Ransom get on here and get Upton up as a tying run. Ransom struck out as a pinch hitter in the 7th inning with the bases loaded and nobody out. He was batting for Kelly Johnson. And he'll take a strike here on 1. Upton waiting on deck. They're not holding the runner. Bloomquist at first. That, by the way, was Willie's 3rd hit of the night. 9th for the D-backs. Low into the dirt. 1-1. Well, you talked about it, Gracie. You figured the Diamondbacks would battle here in this 9th inning, make it a game.
They always go down with a fight.
Swing and a miss. He just blew that one by him. 1-2. A ball, 2 strikes. Cody Ransom. Bloomquist just got an infield knock with 1 out. Got him swinging. 2 down in the 9th now. And that
tough night for Cody Ransom.
Yep. 2 at-bats, 2 strikeouts.
6 swings and misses.
So all 3 outs recorded by Guerra have been via the strikeout. The final out of the 8th, the 2 here in the 9th. And here's Upton, last chance to keep it going. To get it to Young, who is on deck. 7-4 Los Angeles. Diamondbacks kicking off a 10-game homestand here tonight against the Dodgers. There goes the runner to second, uncontested. The old indifference call. Strike 1 to Jay up. Those faces tell it all, don't they? Into the dirt.
Kelly Johnson was pinch hit for back in that 2-run seventh.
Diamondbacks had struck out only twice through the front 6 innings here, but have struck out 5 times here in the last 2 2/3. That's a little high. 2-1. Upton's got a triple tonight and a run scored. He was down to the count 1-2 against McDougal with the bases loaded and 1 out in the 7th inning. He scorched one that D. Gordon left his feet on, made a diving catch and turned it into an inning-ending double play. Ooh, big swing and a miss. And Upton's hand came off the bat there. And sometimes you worry a little bit about Justin with
injuries.
Yeah,
swinging injuries.
Because last couple of years.
His swing is so hard that he's had some pains in his side.
Saw him look at the
side
hand.
Hurts.
Yeah. 2-2 the count now. Garrett's probably thinking of bringing that ball back, same spot. Fouled out of play. Dodgers trying to strike first in the series again against the Diamondbacks. The good news is the Diamondbacks have always rebounded back to win the series. 2-1. But not really.
Well, sunglasses upside down, wearing the hat, rally hat. He's trying.
The half cap.
Yeah, I like it, folks. 3-2. Garrett once again thought he had it, but that was clearly inside.
We'd love to see him get on to bring Young up as a tying run.
Yeah, make things interesting. Yeah, I can't look. I can't look either, honey.
Some pom-poms out here tonight. Center field. It's going to end it. If Kemp catches it, which he should. He's got it. Dodgers win it. So the Dodgers strike first in the series. Get off to a 6-0 lead. And they end up beating the Diamondbacks and Josh Comenter tonight by a final score of 7-4. Out hitting the Diamondbacks 11-9. Standings updated. The Giants trailing in their game 9-2. So the Diamondbacks at the moment a game back. Could go back to a half game. And you see that score, bottom of the ninth, Giants at bat. For more information, highlights, breaking news of the D-backs, check out FoxSportsArizona.com. Don't go anywhere. Now for a complete wrap-up of tonight's game, including a reaction for the clubhouse, it's Diamondbacks Live presented by CenturyLink. And it starts right after this commercial break.